Hello. Oh no, my mic is working. We're good. Return of Kanye West. Hello, everybody. It's been 20 million years since the last stream, but this channel's, I don't want my channel to fully die, so I'm back. We're doing a texture tier list for Mario 64. So, this is not every texture in the game by a long shot, but it's a lot of them. And I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun little idea to fuck around with. So I'll wait till more people get here. So, but how y'all doing? It's been forever. It's been so long. I've missed doing this. Feel like shit, just need her back. Pokemon Crystal damage list. So true. So true. When did Kitters become a mod? Kitters became a mod ages ago, I don't remember. I just gave them mod because I don't even remember. I think it was just like someone was being a weenie head in chat and I was like, oh, I trust Kitters. Message retracted. Creaking Skull! Creaking Skull. Doing good, how about you? I'm a little sick, coming over from a cold, but I will power through because I don't have a lot of other free days this weekend. I will try not to cough too much into my microphone. Did the smile dog get you? It did. That's why I died for a whole million years. Mario movie. My internet is booty right now. I have a new variant of the COVID virus. I took a test for it. It is not COVID, it's just the common cold, thankfully. Unity Engine Mario movie. I'll be fucked up if you something. You know, you guys know that stupid YouTube short where, like, it's a guy who goes into a 3D rendered Mario pipe and then he starts, like, filming a drone video with Mario. It's such a stupid video, and my friends were talking about it today and I couldn't find it, but they had like a gif of it favorite. I'm gonna find the gif. The stream hasn't even started and I'm getting sidetracked. Just to throw this stupid thing on screen. Oh shit, you guys can see this because it's open in the browser. Well, that's fine, honestly. This is good. Rest in peace, Shigeru Thank you for the 220, Aiden. Amazing. Oh, that's why you guys are saying real Mario, because I have this thing on the screen, the Mario head. That Can you tell? Can you tell that I'm stupid? Because I can. Yeah, this is the Odyssey 2 leaked cutscene. Smash Bros was awesome. I'll miss him. Mario, if he real. What? Creaking Skull said something that wasn't Creaking Skull? That's insane. So if you guys don't know, and I don't even know, but like Creaking Skull is this account who just says Creaking Skull in YouTube comments, and he's commented on a few of my videos, and like whenever I see him in the wild, I just reply Creaking Skull, and to me, it's like the funniest thing on earth. I guess like when the next song starts, we can begin ranking some textures. Which will probably be soon. Because it's a Siva Gunner video and they're not extended. Metal Mario texture top tier. We will talk about that one. I'm pretty sure it's on here. Most of these, well, almost all of these are environment textures, but there are a few character textures, such as this one, that I will talk about. Freddy Wong Bros. Mish Cause, do you watch Vine Sauce? I do. I mean, I watch the, like, highlight vids. I have watched a bunch of the, like, stream VODs, but I don't keep up that much. There's no Chris Pratt skin in Smash Bros. For Mario. I'm literally breaking my Switch. So true. Hello, Mario. I know, it's such a good rip. So, I guess I'd say enough people are here. And if people join late, they can get the gist of this. So what am I ranking here? So, I'm gonna turn the Bob-omb Battlefield remix down so I don't get overloaded. Basically, if you are making a, let's say, low poly 3D model of reminiscent of Nintendo 64 graphics, not a ROM hack because ROM hacking is illegal. Which of these textures would you want to use? And that's why the tiers are tiered absolute best, above average, okay, middle of the road, discouraged to use, and things that you should never use. So basically, how often would you use these textures in a not ROM hack? Never ROM hack, it's illegal. Nintendo will come to your house and kill you. So, first off is a pretty uninteresting texture. This is from Big Boo's Haunt, and it is a metal grate. I'm gonna put this in a... Is it okay, or is it middle of the road? The thing is, if you're making, like, a fence or something, you probably don't want to use, like, a red grate. It might be okay if it's, like, rusty, but I don't know. I think you can do better because there is a very good fence texture coming up that is better than this. And also, if you want to see textures in a... I just realized I don't have a microphone on the other scenes, so when I was talking in Paint.net, that'd be a good thing to do. Hold on, let me... Are we good? We're not good, because this... I need to put this at like super up 12 decibels. Okay, now we should be good. It's so stupid that OBS doesn't carry over your mic through different scenes, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, we're good. We're good. I don't know how much the explanation. Oh shit! You can see I didn't hide SM64 in this layout, so a bit of a spoiler that I have that open, but. In case we need to see how the textures look in-game, we have SM64 open. So yeah, basically, I don't know how long this is gonna take, because some of these textures are just, I won't have much to say. Some of them I will have a lot to say. We can pause the music, because I do want to make like a highlight video of this, without any music in the background. So yeah, anyway, I think we have all the housekeeping, so to speak, out of the way. Wait, if I minimize that, will it? Whatever. Homie is being raided by Nintendo and went mute. So true. So true. Yeah, okay, I think all my layouts should have the same mic on them. So we should be okay. We're probably gonna be okay. We might be okay. And I might not respond to chat in a timely manner because, like... I have a lot of fucking windows open. Anyway, as I was saying, this texture's alright. And this texture is a... You can't see it as well because it is a 32 by 64 texture, meaning it is, like, vertically oriented. So I'll show you what it's supposed to look like in the Paint.net layout. It looks like this. It's the interior of the mansion, I believe. We can... I probably won't go to the in-game location for every single texture, but like just to see what they look like. I believe this is the library. Oh, I don't know my SM64. Where is the library, guys? Whoa. Yeah, so it's the side texture here. Not a bad texture for what it is, but if you were using it in a ROM hack, is the thing. I don't know how useful it would be. Because sometimes gradients are nice to have, but I think generally if you're using a texture like this, I don't know, like I'm gonna put it in middle of the road as well. Now this texture that looks white is actually, oh, this is smoke. I don't even know if, I'm not sure where this would be. I would probably say you shouldn't use this. Probably. Where's the more interesting one? This one is more interesting because this one is like a sort of filtered light effect. I don't know what the actual term for this is called, but it why is Project 64? Ooh, that's strange. I don't know why Project 64 is doing this. That is weird. Is it? Do I have to just open another ROM? ROM? Super. I mean, not ROM, legally obtained video game or something. Did I press the button? Whatever. This is honestly, this is a blessing in disguise because it'll let me show you what I'm talking about with the white texture. Thank you, Windows, telling me that there are no viruses on my PC. So, on the like wall here, you can see behind the flame, there's like a blue sort of light effect. The flame doesn't produce this in-game. That's like a not baked in texture, but it's on top of the wall, and it actually looks quite nice. That is sort of what this white texture is trying to do. And I would say it's pretty good at that. Like, for a 32 by 64 texture, it's not that bad. And let me bring it up in paint.net too. Actually, this isn't going to show that well. I might have to add a black layer behind it. God, how do you use paint.net? Alright, there we go. My main editing software of choice is GIMP, usually, but for 32 by 64, this isn't that bad. And I'd say, like, if you're making, like, a doorway or something with, like, light coming through, this is pretty okay to put in a ROM hack or whatever. So I'd put it in above average. Alright, next we have, I believe this is just a random Big Boo's Haunt wall texture. I'll put it in okay. I think this is more applicable because it looks kind of like stone, and I think people tend to make outdoor areas and stuff very sleepy. Good night, Mish. Good night. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but FQRGY. Instead of producing dynamic light like the original Quake, SM64 uses textures to make light stand out like a dynamic light replacement. Kind of, yeah. I'm no expert on lighting engines or how SM64's lighting engine works, but I don't know, it is... I'm just ranking these based on how well you'd want to use these in your own models. Yeah, so this thing, I don't think I need to bring it up in paint.net because it's kind of just the same. But yeah, it's an alright stone texture if you're using this for like a pillar or something. The bookshelf, I might put it in here because I think some of the things in Mario 64, like fences, bookshelves, they just use the texture for them, which is like fine for optimization, but if you're making a bookshelf in a ROM hack and you want it to stand out, you'd probably model the bookshelf. So I think in general, like, it's better to model things, at least in my opinion. Some of my friends who make models and stuff are like, Mish, you model like everything. Like, I don't tend to use textures, but it's not the end of the world. If you're making like a huge library with a bunch of bookshelves, I'd say you could use that texture, but if you're just making like a bookshelf, you could like I might add another tier saying like situational or something, because some of these like it can stay in bottom of middle of the road for now. I'll put other textures above it, maybe. I believe this area we're standing in, this is the floor for it. So any texture that has like a rim around it like this, I guess. I'm still using the paint.net scene. Thank you for telling me. I'm so stupid. I am so dumb. I wish there was a way to, like, when you click another window, it also, like, goes to that in OBS. You know, I could probably just combine the paint.net scenes, the paint.net scene and this scene. Oh, this is gonna be a hellish stream. Whatever. We're still in the early phases if I mess it up. Anyway, this texture is the bookshelf texture. It can stay at bottom of middle of the road. Any texture with like a rim like this, if it repeats, it repeats very clearly. Like you see where the seam is around it, and so I don't know. I think you could probably find a situational use for it. I mean, like this texture, I'm pretty sure only shows up in this room, and I mean like. It's created for one purpose, and it serves its purpose relatively well, but this is not a tier list on how well these are in-game. This is a tier list of how well they would be in a hack. Speaking of textures that are in-game, I guess the other two textures that we can see here, this one is like the wall texture, and this one is the texture up on this ledge. So, I'll put the wall texture probably above the other texture because it repeats a lot more nicely. Like you can kind of see where it repeats. OBS sucks. So OBS is alright, I'm just stupid. And this texture, I'll put it here. It's relatively nice as a stone texture. And like, I don't like, it looks pretty like relatively sharp in game. I think they flat shaded it to be a I don't actually, no, flat shading isn't the term for it. They did something to make it look good, but it looks good. I guess we'll also go over this railing. It's situational. I don't know if you would use it in a ton of hacks, but it's not the worst fence texture in the game. We'll get to that one, because I have strong feelings about this fence texture. Very fat shaded, so true. Scuttlebug texture in S. We're not doing a lot of enemy or like object textures because like I figured like in a ROM hack, like where would you ever use like penguin eye frame 1, penguin eye frame 2? Like where would you ever use something like that, right? So I don't think like Bup, the toad face is the exception here because we'll get to it when we get to it. Who doesn't like Bup? God, this is an unused texture. You can find a way. I don't know. You could, if you're making like a Bowser's Dank Rave hack. I don't know if anyone in here knows what Bowser's Dank Rave even is. Like it's a series of shit hacks, but they're like meme. Like you walk into quicksand hacks. Anyway. Brick texture. I believe this brick texture is in like the merry-go-round basement area that you fall into. Oh no, it's like, yeah, it's this texture on the sides here. Pretty okay brick texture. I think I'd put it here. Because I guess it's got like the little black part at the bottom that like it fades off into light and it looks really good in game, but if you're using this again in a hack or something, you would probably just want one that repeats, and you can do something called vertex coloring to like make the bottom of like a polygon itself turn into black or whatever other color you want. And yeah, window, this is the outside window. It looks okay. I mean, I think it's relatively hard to get windows looking good in Mario 64. I'll put it here. And this is the inside window. I think I'll I I want to say it looks worse just because it doesn't have like the rim, but you're seeing this from the inside, which I guess is like closer. I mean, okay, I'll put it next to it. There's no reason why I should put it in that different of a spot. This is the outside brick texture. It's all right. I'll put it above just because it repeats a bit better. And this is the floor for the upstairs areas. And you know what? I'll actually put this up here because it's less saturated than a lot of the other textures in this game. Big Boo's Haunt actually has like more, I guess, realistic. Oh, this is the Oh, I fell into the basement. Well, you don't know what I'm talking. Well, I was trying to show off the flame thing on the wall, but you get the basic gist of the flame thing already. This texture here, that the what do you even call this? Like the metallic floor texture is. It's alright, it actually loops. Oh wait, you can kind of like see a seam here. Wait, is my cursor showing on the Mario? No, it's not. I'm gonna capture, no? Where's SM64? Capture cursor. Alright, you can like see like a bit of a seam here where this cuts off. I would actually dock this. I was gonna put this in like above average, but I think this might just go in. Yeah, I think I'll put it here. No, I'll put it at bottom of okay. I think if you're making a ROM hack, unless you like, unless the texture is like very specific, I think you'd want to avoid seams. If you're like asking about B3313 makes sense since we're currently talking about ROM hacks anyway. I have not played that hack. I know it's like super duper confusing, but it is, I don't know, it's a cool hack. I know. The guy who made it is inspired by The Invitation, which is a hack made by one of my very good friends, Furious Fight, which I think is funny because, like, The Invitation is a very short little ROM hack, and B3313 is, like, extremely long. Anyway, now we're on to Bob-omb Battlefield textures, which is a much brighter level. These textures are, like, in order of how they are alphabetically, so, like, BBH comes before BOB, that's just... These are all from the decompilation. Well, not... Okay, the decompilation, like, extracts a bunch of textures when you build the game. I don't know how it works, I'm not a programmer. Anyway, we can now talk about one of my least favorite textures, a truly nerdish thing to say, but this fence texture... I do not like it. Let me explain why. So, I'll get my cursor out of the way. I feel like when you are making a fence, or anything in a 3D game, you should probably model it first. And especially when it's something that's giving off the illusion of depth. I'm skill issuing trying to get up here. Alright, the illusion of depth. Like, these wires are coiling around kind of the spokes in the fence. And like the spokes in the fence are supposed to be like wooden logs, but they're completely flat, right? Like, and you can see like these logs are fully modeled. So I don't know, like this fence texture has never looked good. I don't know if it's the same in the DS version. It's been a long time since I played the DS version. But yeah, I would say if you're making a fence, there are better fence textures, or just model the fence itself. I do source Half-Life mapping, so my taste in textures must be different. Grungy metal stuff is always A tier to me, so the grate would be higher. There is a grate in this game that I really do like. We will get to it. It's so good. Anyway, this texture here, the plus-shaped thing, I believe... No, it's not this thing. It's not the fence here. God, what is it? Well, because as much as I'd like to pretend that I'm a Mario 64 expert, I don't remember every single location of every texture. If it's on the floating island, then I won't be asked to go up there to go and look at it. But in isolation, I think the texture looks a lot worse than it is. It does kind of repeat relatively well. It is a similar texture, if not the same one, is used in the pyramid for the crates that Mario hangs on. But yeah, I guess we'll go and put this texture in middle of the road. I'll put it next to this one, because I feel like it's less situational. Isn't that the grabbable ceiling in Shifting Sandland? It might be. Let me look at what it's named in here. No, Bob textures 0000.rgba16.png. Where the heck is it? Is it near the chain chomp? It might be. Or, yeah, it might be near the chain chomp. Guys, fun fact, did you know that this, like, puke area was supposed to be a riverbed, but Miyamoto's son was so stupid that he couldn't figure it out? That's not the full story, but it's in, like, a bunch of Did You Know Gaming videos. Oh wait, these are SSL. These are Shifting Sandland textures. I don't know why they're here. Well, I guess I'll talk about Shifting Sandland later, obviously, because they do share a couple of textures. The ordering in this is weird. I don't know, like, Tier Maker ordered this in whatever way it wanted. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same order as it is in my file menu, but oh well. A friend pointed out that you sound like Cybershell, and I can't unhear it now. I think someone has said that before. Some of my content, like the Donkey Kong video, part 1 of that, is meant to be kind of Cybershell-ish. Cybershell is a awesome YouTuber. If y'all haven't watched him, if you guys like my stuff, you will probably like his stuff too. Anyway, the texture that Mario is currently standing on right now, this stone thing, it's... I'll put it here. Just because, like, in-game it doesn't even look that good. It's super zoomed in. It's meant to be, like, I don't know, like, pieces of jade sticking out from the ground, but it just doesn't look good. Like, it looks, like, everyone knows N64 textures look low-res, but, like, even for Mario 64, this doesn't look good. In hacks, I think I've tried to use this. It doesn't, like, repeat well, and I think, like, on a piece of stone, you'd want something that either repeats well or looks good when it is stretched out over the stone, and this one, it does neither of those things, so I'll put it in discouraged to use. I don't think you should never use it, because, like, maybe someone who's talented at modeling could get a use out of it, but for me, I don't think so. This texture, I'll put it next to the Big Boo's Haunt side texture. In Bob-omb Battlefield, it is used very weirdly. It's on top of the, like, fence that you... I was gonna say the fence that King Bob-omb... Or actually, wait, no, it's on this thing, too. I guess, like... Yeah, as you can see, it has a seam, but I think if you're, like, making... Oh, what the... I never noticed this. They didn't line this up correctly. Wait, is this a... That might be a graphics plugin issue, but I also don't know if Nintendo lined this up correctly. That's actually super funny if they didn't. Anyway, as you can see, it has a visible seam in it, but I don't think that it's that bad, because if you're making, like, a sidewalk or something, which is kind of how it looks in Shifting Sandland, I don't think it's that bad. So, for that reason, I'll put it in okay. Oh, I pressed exit course. That is my mistake. I'm so smart. And whenever I'm playing Mario 64, it's like on the top right of my screen and it's covering the chat, so I might be a slow boy at responding to any chat messages. The stone texture, there's a lot of stone textures, but it's like the one that's for cannon holes. This one's actually, I'm gonna put it in above average. It's actually pretty good at repeating. There's no, like, visible part where it repeats. This texture does have, like, a visible part where it repeats. Is this even in Bob-omb Battlefield? I know it's in a couple other stages. It's in Tiny Huge Island. It's in, yeah, okay. It's on this, like, ramp area. So this texture here, you can clearly see where it repeats. There's, like, one stone where it, like, very clearly, like, repeats. Like, this stone in the center and, like, this one on the side. I've never liked it. You've been gone for a while, I know. I've been gone for so long. Since last I've seen my son lost to this monster. To the man behind the slaughter. I don't know FNAF songs. I don't know why, but the layout of the stream reminds me of those Family Guy TikToks. So true, honestly. I know if I ever download TikTok, my ADHD is going to be completely lost to the stream of Family Guy funny moment, Subway Surfers. Anyway, textures. This texture looks like ass. Speaking of textures that looks like ass, I hate this texture. So this texture for the side of the mountain, it looks like, okay, when I was a kid, and one time I've wanted to tell this story for like forever, but I've never. I put Subway Surfers in the corner and I'm bored. I might like put up a gif of it or something. When I was a kid with my sister, we bought chocolate milk a lot of the time to drink, obviously. And like 1 week, there was like a thing of chocolate milk in the fridge, and it like, I guess we'd left it in there for a while, so it went bad. I remember we were just like, okay, we'll just dump it in the front lawn because we didn't want to like put the whole thing like down the drain. It had like chunks in it, and it was so goddamn gross. This texture on the side of the mountain has always looked like chocolate milk with chunks in it. It looks like Bob-omb Battlefield looks infinitely better in the DS version, every stage does, but mostly it's because this texture doesn't exist. It's very saturated, and this is a thing I want to talk about with Mario 64 textures. A lot of them are very oversaturated, like this grass. You've seen the grass in the stage, I don't think I need to go over it. It's okay, you can... a lot of the textures are very saturated in this game, and I think Nintendo did this to make sure that, like, kids playing it would, like, very clearly be able to differentiate, like, okay, this is the ground, this green part, and this is the wall, because, like, this was gonna be a lot of people's first experience with a 3D game. So, it sounds tasty. A creaking skull who likes milk? No way. To be fair, this was the first 3D Mario game, they largely had no clue what they were doing. Oh yeah, like, I definitely understand that. And I wouldn't knock Nintendo for, like, very much... like, just winging it, but I'm just saying, like, if you're making a 3D model and totally not a ROM hack, don't use the chocolate milk with chunks in it texture. The grass texture? It's alright. I mean, like, there are probably better grass textures to use, but, like, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, this is a grass texture from Bob-omb Battlefield. I bet some kids got the yee-yee-ass TVs with shit lighting and contrast. Very true. Maybe they were oversaturated because the CRT would desaturate. I think CRTs do, like, increase saturation, though I'm not entirely sure. I know my CRT definitely has, like, a weird saturation thing, because in my Donkey Kong video I was like, yeah, you literally cannot see, like, the dark levels. Anyway, SM64 is like GTA 3, in which the devs didn't know what they were doing. I think it depends. They were just going for a Saturday morning cartoon look. I don't know if that's true, because, like, they try to do photorealistic textures in this game, and I don't think it looks good at all. Other games like Ocarina of Time pull it off better, because the world's kind of more fitted to be realistic, but anyway, this path texture has, like, green on the sides. I don't think you should really use this in a ROM hack or anything, just because the green stuff makes it very hard to, like, make it repeat and look good. And even in-game, this doesn't look very good, because the green just goes onto the chocolate milk texture. It looks kind of okay here, and it looks okay at the start of the level, but it does not look good in this area. We've already looked at the grates, I think... Hello, Bob-omb. Did you know you can kick Bob-ombs to just destroy them? Not great, bars. Dude, you saying the chocolate milk story reminds me of that one ad where Mario steals some kid's milk. That's so true, and it plays a really funky song. It's like do 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 do. Anyway, the bar texture. I'll put this here, because if you're making like a jail or something, it's pretty good. Did you know if you ground pound holding the Bob-omb at the bubble cannon, it will make it float? Yes, that is true, because the Bob-omb is just programmed to be stationary, and no other Bob-omb in the game is like that. Also, I should mention, just as a general thing, like, most ROM hacks, most people who play ROM hacks are going to be very familiar with how textures in the base game look, because a lot of hacks tend to use these, because, like, you don't have to do anything to them. They're already made for Mario 64. Can you do a gay penis tier list? Yes, that is actually next. We'll do that one right after. So, you should, in general, I guess, avoid base game textures, but that's what absolute best and above average is for. Like, no one would knock it if you're using base game textures. Who's pinging me in Discord? Did Simple Flips post a funny video? Announcements. Is it if it's a Mario Maker 1 video? Oh boy. Yes! I love his Mario. I've been loving Simple Flips' Mario Maker content. Wario's big throbbing dong S tier. Mish, can you update us on YTPMV Elf 64? Oh, that was ages ago. Simple Flips played it, hated it, and disqualified me from that competition. So that was epic. Anyway, this texture, I don't... It's okay. I mean, I'll put it at the top of okay. I don't know. Like, it's about as good as this one, but I don't know. I feel like I don't see this one used as much. I think this one looks a lot more natural. I haven't been going into paint.net, I realize, but that's because Bob-omb Battlefield doesn't have like a ton of like intricate textures, I guess. Not a lot that are 32 by 64, like weird resolutions. Maker doesn't let you do like different resolutions, if that makes, like, all these are gonna look like squares, even if some of them are portrait mode or whatever. Have you played Pizza Tower? I played Pizza Tower. I loved it. It like took up like a month or two of my life. I've like 100%ed that game. It's the only game on Steam that I've 100%ed. I grew Simple Flips' content and Discord server. Honestly, fair. His Discord server has always kind of sucked balls, but I use it for almost every day. I'm not as active in it anymore, but his content is still like pretty. Like, he's an amazing content creator. I can't even deny it, in my opinion. Anyway, this bridge texture is this wood texture. I actually will go into paint.net for it. I think I'll just put it middle of the road. It doesn't repeat, as you can see in game, but if you're making something like a bridge, I think that's fine. Like, it's wood that's been like cut. Like, it's not part of a tree or anything, so it actually looks all right. Where is this texture? Here. And I'll actually remember to go into the paint.net layout. So, yeah, as you can see, nothing too interesting if you're making, like, a floor of a house or something. Simple Flips Discord is only good for the ROM hack channels and posting dumb gifs in the shitpost chat. I very much agree, kidders. And the Dinosaurs channel. There's a channel where all you can do is post pictures of dinosaurs. You cannot type any text, which makes it the best channel on the server, because no one can be a dickhead in there. Maker can suck my fat nuts. Oh, you need Twitter to make an account. You don't need Twitter, you just need an email address, because I don't have Twitter, thank God. I enjoy walkies. I enjoyed walkies too, but he finished that series. Alright, what textures shall we look at next? Are we already on Castle Grounds textures? Oh, this is so exciting. And by exciting, I mean mildly interesting. So I guess for the numbers channel, but the dinosaur channel is cool too. True. They removed the Twitter requirement. I remember last time I made a tier list, which was ages ago, I did have to use a Twitter account, but now I didn't. Anyway, this texture at the bottom of the moat, it looks okay. I mean, like, you can see how it repeats, but it actually repeats somewhat gracefully, I think. I'll put it in middle of the road, above. I'll put it above these two. Actually, I'll put it. Yeah, it can go top of the middle of the road, you know? I drew Soy Jack for a school What the fuck? Where's the YTPMV elf tier list? That is something Lola the Gardevoir would have to make, who, if you guys don't know, is the person who has an entire playlist on their channel of YTPMV elf remixes, which is insane, but also pretty funny. There's so many good ones in there. This star texture... Actually, wait. Wait. Okay. This texture is really interesting. What am I gonna... Okay, I don't know where... I'm gonna put it in here, because I don't think it's very good, but I will open it in paint.net to show you. Am I... Okay, I am on the website layout. Where are you? Because this texture is very interesting. Paint.net layout? So, it looks like a weird gradient, and that's what it is. But if you can believe it, it's actually on the hills back here. So, like, when you're making a vanilla hack, the first... A vanilla hack is... Hey, Mishkaz, do you know about the weird GameCube tech demo where you play as an arrow? It looks like it would have been Super Mario 64 sequel. I don't know about that. I will check it out if I remember it. Anyway, it colors... No, it's the, like, lines on these hills. So if you're making a vanilla hack, like, a hack that just uses vanilla levels with different textures and star placements, like, you can't... The hills will still be green pretty much no matter what you put here. If you make it solid black, it will, like... If you, like, put lines on it, these will show up on the hill. But yeah, I think that's super interesting that it does that. And also, these, like, lines on the bridge... Oh, wait, oh yeah, you can see SM64, but I don't... Wait, does it have a cursor on this layout? I'm gonna have the cursor on this layout. On the bridge, it will have, like, the lines from the hills are on the bridge. I think that is, like, super interesting. And, like, I don't know why they did it like this, because I don't think, Castle Grounds was not one of the first areas modeled. It's, like, in the middle, I think. Like, Bob-omb Battlefield is the first in the list, and, like, the secret slide is also pretty early. But, like, this area is, like, it looks pretty nice, which is why I think they saved it till they were comfortable in making levels, because they wanted to make a good first impression on people. And speaking of good first impressions, we'll go back to the tier list layout. I feel like I should have music in here, but if I do a highlights video, I'll probably, like, pump in music in the background. I'm not doing a local record. There are two different grass textures for outside the castle. I'll put them around the same area as this one. They're both fine. Save memory, I guess. Contemplating. Color mapping on the N64? No way. Less textures to load. Why did VMVF playlist is over 150 videos and it still doesn't have mine in it? My life is over. Damn, I don't know if you can, like, at Lola the Gardevoir to ask them to put that in the thing. I already know the Eternal Star L is real 241 will be absolute best. Honestly, I guess we can... I mean, y'all know what it looks like. I don't know if I need to go to the star statue in the courtyard, but it's... For putting it in a ROM hack, I'd actually put it, like, I'll put it above these textures, because, I say this because everyone knows this one. This is, like, the famous, like, oh, Luigi's in the game texture, and, like, I don't know, like, if you're making a message panel, you could use this, but just use a sign, bro. They have an object in the game that is loaded in every level. That is just the sign. So I don't know. I put that texture relatively low, actually. I want to make an iceberg video, but I don't have the patience to. Honestly, at this point, iceberg videos are I feel like they're somewhat lower effort. I don't want to be mean and be like, mine's the best, because I was the first one. But, I don't know, you can get away with making one that's like 15 or so minutes. Editing is very, very tedious. I will admit that. No getting around that. Though some people's favorite part of making a YouTube video is editing. Mine is not. I like writing and doing all that stuff. Anyway, I'm standing on sand, so I will rank the sand. Pretty okay. I'd put it around where... I'll actually move these grasses up a bit. I shouldn't put them last because they're... You can pretty much put grass in like any level you want, right? And I think the same is kind of true for sand. They're around the same level. I'll just do that for some visual difference. I feel like everything has an iceberg now. I don't know how much there is to tap into by this point. I don't know. You can do a lot of like weird shit. Like people... I'm trying to think of ones that I saw. Like, I saw, like, a tornado iceberg, and I never would have thought that's a topic that would mean iceberg, but it was pretty interesting I forget the channel who does it. He's like a channel who does like only tornado stuff. Iceberg video tutorial. Ramble about a random topic for an hour and boom, you have Wendig. No, I actually like Wendigoon's videos, okay? Like, he actually... He like, at work, like, his videos are so much... They're the best for listening in the background, because it's basically just a podcast that's, like, edited. Anyway, yeah, sand, pretty good. Pretty decent sand. Let's see if I can do the funny get up on the castle trick. Of course, I'm not even doing it in the right area. I should use Mario Cam, because I think it's a little better for that. If we don't get on the castle, it's fine. I can just show you what the tile texture looks like. Spoilers, I don't think it's a very good texture. I made an iceberg video for the Pokemon Whiscash like a year ago. Considered making a video on it. You should. I would honestly probably watch that. That sounds funny. Oh, first try. Alright. So this tile texture doesn't even look that good in the base game. If you're making a roof, there aren't many in Mario 64 that you would use as a roof. But I don't think this is very good. Mishka sounds kind of like Cybershell. Damn. Oh wait, I didn't rank this texture from Bob-omb Battlefield. Well, it's... I'm gonna put it in the middle of the road. It's alright. It's an alright dirt texture. Look, it's with this path here. Am I on? Okay, I am on the website layout. Thank goodness. It looks fish. It does look fish. So true, honestly. This star texture on the side is on, like, the bridge. This texture down here. Oh, this is actually a really good angle for it. No, the camera. Mario Cam will automatically go to Mario's ass. I'll just go down to the bridge, I guess. Or we can just talk about the bricks first. Or the bricks are down there. What am I saying? Yeah, it's on the side of the bridge. It looks... The tile texture looks like some analog horror shit for some reason. Like a face or something? I don't know. Kind of. The star texture, I would put it in... maybe? Here? It looks okay. There's something about it that just doesn't look great. Like, it's... Like, I think it's, like, mostly only good on, like, the sides of things, like it's used in the base game. I think it's, like, on the star statue, too. I could be... I could be wrong. Aren't those the bricks of your childhood? You know what? I did play Mario 64 DS a lot as a child, so sure. They are the bricks of my childhood, I guess. YTPMV elf, but analog horror? Where the hell was I have a perfect video for that, but I don't want to play it because it's loud as fuck. It's not on the side of the star statue. Actually, it might be. No, this texture is on the side of the star statue, which I think is alright. I think I'll put it around here. It's like kind of a... I don't know, you could use it as like a side of a building sort of thing. I guess I'll open it in Paint.net just to show you what I mean. God, I can close some of these other Paint.nets that I have open. Castle grounds, texture, whatever. And we'll move to the Paint.net layout. Boom. So, like, it does have like a seam up here. I'm drawing on it. I don't like Paint.net. I just like how it loads faster than GIMP. I don't even know how to change colors of like a pencil in Paint.net or whatever, but we can figure that shit out some other day where it matters more. This part at the top, I don't think it's a big deal because if you're using it for an industrial thing, which is what you should use it for, it's pretty good. It's like geometric. Whoa, Super Mario 64 analog horror. He has hyper-realistic blood eyes. Very true. Alright. What is another epic texture? I'll probably have to open this one in Paint.net as well. The brick texture. It's okay. Actually, I have another fun little tidbit to share about this texture. So I will open it in Paint.net. Alright. We open this. Press open. So this texture, it had, like, I don't know if you can see it. It has all this, like, weird RGB shit on it. If I can What can I do? Brightness and contrast. I can No, that's not... What is it? Lightness and shadows? How do I show this on stream? Clarity? If this was GIMP, I would know how to do this, but... Saturation, there we go. There we go. Now, you see what I mean? Like, this texture has so much, like, noise on it. Like, I don't know why it is like this. They might have just, like, tried to compress it or do something to it. It, like, when putting in game... It looks okay in the actual game. Like, you can't tell that it has all this noise, but it's always bugged me. Like, I don't know why it looks like that. Yeah, like, you can't really tell. Like, actually, in-game, it looks quite good. Like, they look like they're, like, somewhat worn. It looks like an attempted dithering for some reason. It might be, but, like, no other textures in this game have, like, dithering. Like, they do have, like, a bit of, like, noise on them, but, like, not, like... I don't know if it's dithering in the traditional sense. Can you make a video on the job application apparition? I met the job application apparition once, and that's why I haven't uploaded in like a fucking year, because I've been so goddamn busy! And also the Donkey Kong videos in development hell. I wanna finish the Donkey Kong video part 2 so badly, but it's just, I'm so unmotivated to work on it. And that's why I'm doing this shit, because I just need a break from Donkey Kong. I want to do a live stream and connect with the viewers, talk about textures and other stupid shit. Because I love y'all. Kiki, do you love... Bro has a life now. I know, right? Like, the YouTuber actually got a real job. It's insane. YouTubers never do that. They just have... YouTubers only know how to complain about YouTube and how YouTube's not paying them enough. And how monetization, blah, 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 blah. I like YouTube. I love it over normal TV, but I'm so sick of YouTube. You know how it is. Y'all are watching this. Y'all know how YouTubers are. Oh my gosh! I never even noticed that these trees had like little planter areas. I wonder what texture they use. They might just use like a darkened version of this sand. Speaking, I'll just put the sand around here. Pretty alright. YouTubers make 5-minute edits and take 5-month mental health break. Where's the image? I need to find the image of like me after I prioritize. Wait, well, if I open a private window, will it show up on? Okay, it won't show up on the stream. Me looking at after prioritizing. This stupid fucking... Why is this... Why are you opening this stupid fucking website? Let me just open the image in a new tab. Here we go. Here we go. This is my fucking channel. Me checking my channel after prioritizing my mental health all goddamn year. Did you know that 99% of people aren't subbed? So true. Oh my god, it's already 9:22. Have we been going for... How long have we been going for? We've been going for 55 minutes. And we only have... We have 2 levels done. Anyway. Yeah, back to Castle Grounds. We have to go back out front. Actually, I wonder if it's faster to just reset the game. Wait, no, that crashes Project 64, because Project 64 1.6 sucks balls! I have to open Project 64 again. Alright, 5-minute detour where Mishu has to minimize everything. Open N64. Open Project 64. Open SM64. Actually, and my very legally obtained copy of SM64. Lol. Lol. So hilarious and funny.
Hello.
Funny joke. Oh my god, and this controller open... Like, if I press... This is the other thing. When playing Pizza Tower for like a whole ass month, my like 360 shitty controller kind of bit the dust, and now I'm using a Nintendo Switch like USB controller, and if I press the home button, which would open the home on Nintendo Switch, it opens Steam for some reason, which I think is fucking hilarious. I don't know how to unbind that, but It did save my ass once. I'll tell you this story. This is me getting off track again. One time I was playing Pokemon Stadium on Project 64, and there was some setting that like made it go full screen or something. I forget what the hell I was trying to do, but it fucked up so badly that I couldn't exit the window, I couldn't Alt F4, I couldn't Alt Tab, I couldn't do anything. The only thing that saved me was pressing the home button on this controller, and it forced Steam open so that I could Alt Tab and close Project 64. Nintendo 64 emulation is epic. Anyway, this texture, this poop-looking texture is very middle of the road. Probably bottom of middle of the road. It's like a... Where is it? I'll open it in Paint.net to show you what it is. And I will open the Paint.net layout. It kind of looks like shit, to be honest, but it's used decently here. Like the gray area is meant to be like where the water rests. So in that sense, it looks all right. And I think the like gray area also. How do I zoom in on Mario? Well, point being, the gray area I think is supposed to also be on the rocks here. Can you confirm for the Guinness World Record? You're stealing from the Wholesome Corporation by... I totally own a real Nintendo 64 that I'm playing this on. Yeah, cigarette-looking ass. It does look like a cigarette, holy shit. Who's... Mr. Egg is messaging me on Discord. Parasocial relationship number 4. Leaked DM from Mr. Egg, who was in the chat earlier. Scandalous. Where's the fence texture that I'm next to? Did I even put it in here? It is here. I will put this in middle of the road next to... I'll put it behind this one. Because, actually, this can go at the top of Discouraged. Because if you're making a fence... No, you know, I'll put it back in middle of the road, because if you're making a fence, I think it'd be better if you modeled it, but this is honestly a pretty alright flat fence. Like, it doesn't look horrendous when you do this. Right? I wish in-game it was a little bigger, because the spokes of the fence are pretty small. Compared to Mario, like, I think they should be a little bigger, but if you're making a hack, you can just make them bigger yourself. So I think it's all right. This bridge texture, I believe this is also from... Yeah, this is from Castle Grounds too. Let me just check in the file menu. It might not be from Castle Grounds. Yeah, it is from Castle Grounds, alright. Legally downloaded the SM64 ROM from loveroms.com. Yeah, that's where Nintendo uploads them. Hello, Mace1911. It's an okay floor/bridge texture. Yeah. So awesome. If you're making a floor or something, actually, if you're making a floor, you might not want to use this one. It looks, because like the wood grain looks the same in all of these. I'll bump it down next to the bookshelf for this, actually. And then, where is it? Yes. The window textures on the castle. I think these look horrible. I've never thought they even look remotely like windows. They look like, I don't, like, you know those beehives that are like man-made? That like are meant, they're like made out of cardboard and wood. That's what these remind me of. Like they don't look like windows. Like, I guess they have the blinds drawn, but we never see anything that looks like that in the castle. Like inside the castle, the windows are like stained glass and stuff. They look quite nice. Speaking of which, I don't think the peach stained glass is in this list of textures that I've pulled. Again, it's not every texture. They look like exposed rib cages. Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, not every texture is here, because TierMaker only lets you upload 300 images at a time, and I'm like, okay. To be fair, I probably wouldn't I probably would have not wanted to rank every single texture in Mario 64. I probably would have gone insane. So, if I'm not already insane, which I probably am. The thing, I also hate that I'm missing some textures. Like, I know this one is from Bob-omb Battlefield, so I'm like, I gotta go back into Bob-omb Battlefield after a while, but hey, that's how life is. You win some, you lose some, gamers. I love gaming. They kind of look like Squidward, too. Very true. I'm gonna take fall damage, because this game is epic! Anyway, this texture also has the same sort of noise thing going on as the brick texture, but I think I've always kind of liked how it looks. It kind of looks like a wiener, because I'm an immature idiot, but I like the tile pattern. I'll put it above the... I'll put it up actually pretty highly. Yeah, I like this one. I think it's pretty good. Not much else to say about this one. Oh, this texture's interesting. It's, to my knowledge, only used in the, like, entrance thing for the where is it? The doors. I remember when Nintendo purged most of their big games from EMI Paradise, like Mario and Zelda, but left Pikmin 1 and 2 alone. Damn, Nintendo never. If I had, oh, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it in here, if the camera well, I guess the camera cooperating would be not going through walls, but if the camera clips through the wall, you can see, like, they could have, like, vertex colored it, but they just kind of left it as, they baked it in. They baked in this shadowy area. Who's your favorite Straw Hat? That is a great question. That's actually a difficult question to answer, because when I was a kid, I loved Zoro the most, but I think post time skip I don't like him as much. I'm gonna go on a One Piece tangent. I like them all. I think Nami honestly might be my favorite as of now, because I genuinely just think she might be the most well written. But I love them all. I genuinely love them all. Anyway, this one they baked in some shading. I think I'll actually put it in discouraged to use. It looks very nice, but it would have to be pretty like you'd have to have a pretty specific use for it. Like, you can't, like, the textures that are the cream of the crop, I think you could slap them, like, in lots of locations. They're very splashable, and like, you could get a lot of use out of them. Which brings me, oh wait, this brick texture we have to go over. It's alright. I think it is around the same as the Big Boo's Haunt one. Not too I actually put it above this one. Which, alright. It won't repeat that well. It's been like a year and a half since I last read One Piece, and I'm still on Water 7, lol. Water 7 is what many consider to be the best part, so I think you should continue reading it. One of the only, if not the only, like, object, or like, enemy or NPC textures I've included is Toad. Toad's face. Now, why have I done that? I'm gonna put it up here. And let me explain myself. So, when you're making a ROM hack, you want to convey things to the player. And I think something like Toad's stupid little face conveys something excellent. Because the player, when they see that, they know if they step on that texture, something stupid's gonna happen. It's gonna be lava, it's gonna be like quicksand, or at the very least, it gets their attention. So, I think, for like attracting the player's attention, Bup, this is what the community refers to as Bup, I think it's an S tier absolute best texture. You should use this if you're making like a meme hack, or even like a serious hack, maybe not a super serious hack, but a hack where you want to just tell the player, hey, something's gonna happen if you go over here with like a thing with a Bup texture on it. And yeah, what stage? I guess there's a bunch of like shifting sandland textures at the top. I don't know why that is, but I guess we'll go into Cool Mountain because that's like alphabetical, I guess. I'd like to see the bricks on Peach's castle replaced with Toad's face. Oh, do I have the hack for you? There's a bunch of hacks made by K's Emanuar. One of them is just called like Releasio, Releasio, they're all like Releasio series, but one of them is called Color Splash 64. Just a bunch of fucked up hacks with Toad's face everywhere and messed up physics. I'm doing that thing where you take a vacation to a community of zero experiencing. That's cool. Alright, where's the texture that's right behind me, this mountain texture. I'll put it in middle of the road, probably next to this dirt texture. It looks... I'll move it up. I'll actually... this can go at the top, because it's not great. I wouldn't say it's like... I need to fill out above average more. Yeah, honestly, I need to... Okay, A, I need to fill out above average more, and B, I need to explain why this texture... I don't know, this texture's okay. There's like this one spot in it that you can kind of see where it repeats, but in general, I think it doesn't look that bad. Like, you could kind of splash this in a lot of places. You know, I think above average would be textures that, like, you can just splash onto every surface. Like, these textures, you still have to be pretty specific in how you use them, I think. Like, even grass, I'd say if you're making, like, a normal hack, you'd want grass that's a little less saturated, because I don't know, grass can look like this in real life, but I don't know. Something about Bob-omb Battlefield grass. Maybe it's just the amount of times I've seen it. I don't know if it looks great to me. Oh, wait. These are from Castle Grounds, too. This is, like, a stone texture. This is, like... we'll get back to it at some point. Anyway. Cool mountain. Where... And you know what? Actually, this snow texture, I'm gonna put at the top of above average, because all things considered, snow looks like pretty... This is pretty close to how snow would probably look in real life, like with like sunlight and the sky reflecting off of it. Like the sky in Cool Mountain is pretty blue, and the snow kind of reflects off of that, because snow does have a bit of reflectiveness in real life. And yeah, like, I've tried to find different snow textures, and, like, really? This texture it gets the job done. Like, it's a blue-collar, splashable texture. You can just use it wherever the hell you like, and it'll probably work. So yeah, that's... I'm putting it at the top of above... I might even put it in... No, I wouldn't put it in the top tier. That's reserved for, like, a few textures I have in mind. But this one's... As far as vanilla textures go, it's pretty good. And the best thing about, like, a vanilla texture is if you don't realize it's vanilla. Now, granted, people might realize that it's from Cool Mountain, but I don't think it's a big deal if they do. Spin Drift, we're killing it. Shall we find the wood texture? I think it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. This one, this is a definite middle of the road. Not terrible, but it's quite saturated, I'd say. Like, I don't, like, if you're making an interior or, like, a cabin or something, Mish, favorite kart racer, there is a right answer. I've not played enough to have a definitive answer. I basically only played Mario Kart, but I really love Mario Kart 8. And I finally, I've always said that I'm, like, the last Switch owner to fucking buy Mario Kart 8, because, like, everyone else has it, and I finally caved, because I was like, I don't have a lot of multiplayer games to play with, like, my nephews and stuff, so I just bought MK8 at a used game store. Tux Racer is best kart racer, actually. True, you can play as the GIMP mascot from GIMP, the GNU image manipulation program. Big Boot, no, we're not in Big Boo's Haunt, we're in Cool Mountain. This wood is alright. I don't think it's that great because it's pretty saturated and it looks like it has varnish on it, which is, again, wood can look like this in real life, but if it's outside it might not. Where's the other textures that I shall refer to? You can kind of see... Oh, this looks horrible in game, actually. It's like so stretched out. I forget the term for this, but there's like it's like clamped. Anyway, that's this texture, I believe. This one is okay. No, it's actually... I wouldn't put it next to this one. Maybe I would. I'll put it at the bottom. Funny UV maps moment. Very true. I tapped in right before the booster course pass got announced. Such a gamer, TBH. I have not even bought the booster pass yet because I need to... Well, I unlocked most of the shit. I just need to grind for coins now. If they reveal more characters, like, I know they have Birdo already, but if they reveal, like, I don't know who the hell they would reveal that would make me be like, oh, I need to buy the booster pass. Like, if they revealed, like Wario, but he's, like, made of titanium, I'd instantly buy it. Now, Kidders, you've made hacks. I know you've probably made a hack that looks better than, like, this. Like, there's no way. like Blender basically does a lot of texturing for you. Kiddy Kong, I don't know if okay, Kiddy Kong, I would either love him or hate him, entirely depending on his, like, voice clips. Like, that's a very 50-50 character. If they added Funky Kong, I'd probably find it amusing, but I've never been the biggest Funky Kong fan. If they added most other Kongs, I'd probably be excited. Oh, if they added Pauline, that would actually be so sick. And she probably has a pretty good chance of getting in, because she's in, like, every Mario spin-off. And even in the movie, she has, like, one line. Anyway, I keep saying Big Boo's Haunt. I guess I just really want to go back to Big Boo's Haunt for some reason. That's such an epic level. It's not even... Actually, okay, a lot of my ROM hacker friends are like, oh, Big Boo's Haunt is, like, so bad, because, like, there's not a lot of freedom to move around, I guess, but I think for what it is, it's actually pretty good, and it's very visually appealing in a game that kind of looks ugly. Anyway, this texture over here also looks ugly. I think you should not use it, because it looks... Like, I don't even know what it's trying to convey. It's kind of, like, I get it's a side of a mountain, but, like, it's very jarring, I guess. It looks off. It always has to me. Am I gonna do the thing? Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. The funny. Oh, this is this texture. I always forget that this one exists. God, what even is this supposed to be conveying? It's like bricks, obviously, but they're all in, like, a stack. That's not how you do bricks. Oh god, that looks horrible. Who owns Johnny Bravo? Is it still Cartoon Network? Yeah, I think they still own him. Like, I never watched Johnny Bravo, but, like, I'm pretty sure he still appears in, like, bumpers and shit. Like, I don't know why they would... Like, because they owned Samurai Jack, and that's, like, the same era. The penguin noises are annoying me. Yeah, god, this does not look good. I'll put this here, because it looks better than that. Yeah, like, I guess I always, like, just walked by this and thought, like, oh, it's just, like, a brick house or whatever. But no, it's wood. Not brick. I got that completely backwards. I thought it was a wooden house, but it is brick. Texture. Good god, I never know. Oh, house built by the world's worst mason. Very true. This bridge texture that Mario will be next to in a second, I don't know, like, it looks kind of strange, but I honestly don't think it's that bad. I'll put it in... No, I think if you're making a ruined bridge, this is alright. But it's situational. These icicles, I don't know why they're upside down. I would actually put this... I'll put this in... Actually, the fact that they have the wooden thing on them is going to put them low. They're upside down in this thing, but I'll go over to where they are. But, like, you see they have, like, the wooden seam on the sides, and that's because they're... God, they go behind the house, too. That's ugly. That's just because they're supposed to be, like, part of the, like... They're clinging onto the roof, which looks fine in the game, but unless you're making icicles that are on a roof in your hack, this might not be as good. God, you know, actually, I'm just gonna put it in... Oh, gosh. Because they look okay as icicles, but... I'm conflicted on this one. God, the wooden seam is bugging me. A lot of people in the MK community have come to the conclusion that their main characters will probably be Kamek, PD, Pauline, Diddy, and Funky. Yeah, that makes sense. They were all in... Except for Pauline, they were all in previous games, and they were pretty popular. Well, actually, no, Kamek wasn't, but he was... No, Kamek was in Tour, I'm pretty sure, because I watched the Schaefer-Ellis video ranking every Mario Kart character. He was in Tour, and he was supposed to be Mario Kart 64, but he was replaced with Donkey Kong, I believe. I'm putting this... I'm putting this here. The seam is fucking me up. real bad. I don't know why. Where are these other icy textures? They might be Snowman's Land exclusive, because Snowman's Land has a bunch of... Like, a lot of levels share textures, but, like, they don't appear in the... Like, not all textures that are loaded into a level appear in that level, if that makes sense. Oh, this fence? This fence is just the bridge texture. That's actually funny. I never noticed that. God, I'm learning so much. Anyway, I would actually put this... And I put this here. It's actually a pretty decent bridge texture. You could model a better bridge, but like the thing with Mario 64 is that any gap Mario can fall through. There's actually, wait, if I can do it here, I could like demonstrate. There's like a 1 unit gap, like I think it's here, that Mario can fall through and like get to the area where the wall kicks will work start. Or no, wait, it's in this area, which is hard to get to if you're a normal human being. But like there's a Pan and Koic video going over it. Anyway, there's a 1 unit gap somewhere around here. And the point is, if you're modeling a bridge, you don't want a lot of gaps because the player can just fall through it, and you probably want a player to walk over a bridge. So I think this one is pretty alright. I want Wiggler to return so that Nintendo can accidentally type a slur again. Oh, I will never forget Wiggler Wednesday or Waluigi Wednesday being accidentally tweeted. That was ages ago. That was probably like close to 10 years ago. How do we still remember that? You know why I remember it? It's because I was an edgy teenager and I was on 4chan, and the V-board was they were delighted at the fact that Nintendo typed a slur accidentally. They found that quite funny. Sunflower emoji. I actually play Tour. It's underrated. I think I have strong opinions on Tour, and that is that it is not a very good game. I played it to like unlock some like My Nintendo reward thing that I didn't even end up like using, because like you had to like pay for shipping on it, and I was like, it was just horrible. It was just like, what is this game? You're like playing this like it's like Norman Bates wearing the skin of Mario Kart. Anyway, I'm skill issuing because I forget how to do the trick where you kick your way to the thing. The wall kicks will work area. Oh, I ledge grabbed. It's Jover. We're out of this stage. What stage shall we go to next? Oh, you know what? We could rank inside of the castle. Why don't we? Why don't we rank inside castle? I don't think most of these will rank very high because they are very meant for the inside of the castle, if that makes sense. So, like, for example, this one, like, this is also 2 textures in-game. I manually combined them because that's how they're supposed to be viewed. It's a good texture, but you would only ever use this if you were making an inside of the castle recreation. Which, like, you know, you probably, if you're making, like, one of those B3313 hacks, or, like, a beta hack, or some internal Plexus creepypasta, you'd probably use this, but if you're making a different hack, you would, like, objectively, they are good-looking textures. Would I recommend you use them in a ROM hack? Probably not. I'll put, like, that's the hard part about this. My Nintendo is fire, IDC. It was fire. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember this. There was a point in My Nintendo where you could, like, do little games to win platinum points, and then you could win free, like, 3DS Game Boy games, or, like, NES games or something. That was so good. It was basically just free games that they were giving away. Like, the games were, like, pretty, like, they were, like, over 1,000 platinum points, and you need to do, like, a couple missions and stuff to rack them up. And, like, you got... It was like before platinum. I think it was just like points. There were no gold or platinum back then. But like, I was a kid who was bought a bunch of Nintendo games as a kid, so I got a lot of points. So I got a lot of free Game Boy games, and there were some good games that they offered. Like, they offered Kid Icarus, the Game Boy game, I forget what it's called. Myths and Monsters, that's a good game. Kirby's Dream Land, classic. There were some other ones that I got for free on there. They just let you get free Game Boy games. That's a perfect way to like let you explore Nintendo's older library, and then they completely fucking axed it because the Virtual Console doesn't exist anymore because Nintendo is literally throwing away free money. They're not like throwing away free money. They just want you to pay for their stupid subscription service. Nintendo is a company who makes amazing games. I hate what they do sometimes. Anyway, back to castle bullshit. Why is this texture in here twice? So, some of these might be repeats because I might have added them stupidly because I'm stupid. And I was combining different libraries because the decomp doesn't have all of them. Anyway, these fence things actually looks kind of decent even though it's flat. I'll put it around. Around where the other fences go. This is just the fence tier. No offense to the textures put in this tier. Oh. And this texture, well, you can't even see it that well because Mario's head turns only like... Mario's got a stiff neck in this game. You can't see that well. Yeah, the texture at the top is stretched out, but it looks good because the edges are all blue. I would honestly say that it's not very good because again, it's for the castle. I'm not paying $50 Renos for GBA emulation, so true. And like N64 emulation that isn't even good. Which, like, the thing is, N64 emulation is known to be unreliable and not good on PC. Like, Parallel emulator is pretty good, but it's like laggy and slow if you... At least on my PC. So Nintendo could have had a business model where they're like, hey, we can actually provide good N64 emulation because we made the fucking console. And what do? They make it so that Paper Mario is like it'll like delete your save file if you do like some like thing that like isn't even a glitch. Like you literally just play the game normally, it like messes with your save file. And like the online is like horrible on that apparently, which I don't know because I haven't played it. Anyway, texture time. Woohoo! Super Mario. Nino heard 3DS is fun, easy to mod meme, and Steam started pouring out their ears. Very true. This texture on the wall here, it also... God, this one also has a lot of noise. This... If y'all know what the fucking back rooms are, you know what this texture reminds me of. Yeah... if you're making a dingy indoor area, I'd actually say it's pretty okay. I'm gonna put it... I'll put it here. It's not great. I'll open it in paint.net just so we can see what it actually looks like. 'Cause it's another one of those long boys. Oh yeah, you can see this part of the texture that's not shown in game. This actually... Yeah, this part at the top kind of looks odd. Oh wait, you can't even... It's zoomed in too much. Alright, now it looks fine. Yeah, I guess... Oh yeah, you can see it at the top. But it's not that noticeable. It actually works quite well in game. But yeah, if you're making a dingy-ass, backrooms-esque area, you might want to consider using that texture. So it's alright. What texture shall we do next? What textures are in this room? The checkerboard, the free Masonic checkerboard. These bricks, I don't know what it is about them. They look very cartoonish to me, and I've never thought they look very good. Where the hell are they? I'll put them in discouraged. It definitely looks better than some of these, but. Yeah, I'll put it right. Yeah, here's good. It's not the worst texture in the world, but there's a lot of other brick textures that we've already gone over that I think look way better than this. I'm on my 3DS about a year ago, and it was fun adding a bunch of crap like Plock Virtual Console. Nice. Brown bricks! I'm back from the back rooms. Front rooms when? Oh, my voice is getting so raspy from my epic cold that I've had for 20 million years. but I will power through this stream, drinking all the water on Earth, ever. And then, yeah, we have the infamous checkerboard pattern. Honestly, it's... I'm gonna say it's pretty alright. Like, I don't know, like, even if you're not making a Peach's Castle area, if you're making something, like, kind of regal looking or, like, fancy, it's alright. And I know you can just make, like, a square with two black squares in it in paint.net very easily, right? Like, it's not the hardest thing in the world to do yourself, but I don't know, it has a bit of noise on it that I think looks kind of alright. Like, it's not just two black squares, it has a bit of texture, a bit of reflectiveness. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good, in my opinion. I want to be someone make a playable chess game in SM64 using that checkerboard texture. I mean, someone 2693 made Minesweeper, so, like, I mean, someone could probably make chess. If not someone 2693, like, I don't know, like Cowquack or Rovert or Anonymous Moose or Axo, and any of my epic friends, you know, to code. Sophie, God, who else? Probably Scuttlebug Razor. Who else knows how to code? Most people on Mario Jams who aren't like me know how to code things in a fun way, in a fun and fancy free way. Where is the next castle texture? Why did I put the sign texture in here? God, I mean, maybe you could find a use for this, but probably not. Do we? Let me look at the list of textures. Oh wait, that's a Rainbow Ride texture? Damn, I'm a fraud. Wait, whatever, it's fine. The checkerboard texture in Rainbow Ride is probably pretty similar to the castle texture. Everything I said about that one still stands. Oh yeah, these wooden side pillar things. I will put this in the same spot that I put the Big Boo's Haunt pillar. Actually lower, because this one also has the rainbow noise. I only know how to code ways to make Mario die in comedic ways. That is still probably valuable in some ways. I don't know how, but if you're making a cool-ass ROM hack, it probably is. Hi, Mish Cause. Oh, hello, Rogue Renegade. The Rogue Renegade makes cool Pokemon videos and shorts that I comment on sometimes. They're a cool YouTuber. You should check them out. They made a boob in thumbnail video. Scandalous. I guess, yeah, the castle has different floors, so we can check them out. What do you say? I don't know, top or bottom, I don't know. I guess I'll just go top floor. Oh yeah, I guess this is why the texture is repeated, the little tile texture. Anyway, this texture on the wall is this one. It's a 32 by 64 one, but it is... You know what it looks like, you can see it in game. I'll put it in the same place I put that one. It's pretty much only good if you're making a castle recreation of some sort. And then I think the rest of these are just reserved for the bait. No, wait, no. This one. Wait, what the hell is this one? This is like around the same as this. I'll just put it around here. This is the carpet texture. I'm actually going to put this in above average as well. Because it's pretty good if, like, in here. And, like, if you open this in a texture editing program or whatever, it doesn't look good. Like, I'll open it in paint.net if I can find the dang thing. Where are you? I found you. My precious texture. It doesn't look that good in paint.net, but like in game, it looks all right. Like it's more blurred, I guess. A lot of textures benefit from the blurriness of Mario 64, which is pretty cool. The green texture on the I was gonna say on the iceberg, because brain rot. This green texture is used for the tree, which I think is cool, but I don't know how often you would ever get use out of that if you're making a hack with it. Still a cool little texture, but I don't know. Like, it only works because this area is like a starry night thing that like fades into black quite nicely, honestly. And speaking of starry areas, this... Oh, why is my cursor fucked up? This one is going right here. Same sort of wallpaper deal. I will open it in paint.net so you can see. Mish out here making videos we've been dying for. I honestly didn't think anyone on Earth would be interested in a texture tier list except for me and people who make ROM hacks, so I'm glad that some people actually enjoy this. Like, somehow. But yeah, this one, it's a very nice looking texture. Just, I don't know how good it would be in a context that isn't just the castle. And fun fact, it is in this painting. Oh, this is a fun thing to mention. Panenkoek has a brother, and he, Panenkoek's real name is like, I forget if it's, yeah, I think it's Scott Bunchanan, which it's not me doxing him, it's literally like on publicly available wikis. If you guys know the Melee player Borp, he's like, he plays a bunch of, like, he plays like Sheik mostly. He's like very non-technical, which is like unique for Melee. He made like a video on Mario 64 and other games. This is his favorite painting in the game. It's called an ode. The video is called an ode to exploration, and I think it's a really good video. And I think like in the comments people asked like Borp about Panenkoek, and apparently Panen plays a non-technical Falco in Melee, which is pretty cool. To be completely real, I don't give a fuck about Mario 64 hacking, but I'm here to support. I appreciate that very much, Matthew Garcia. None of the painting textures, I didn't put any of them in the tier list maker. But, because again, the paintings I would probably just put in the same area as these. Like, you would never use them. Buchanan? Probably is pronounced Buchanan. I don't know how to pronounce words. Oh, this is another Bob-omb Battlefield texture. God, we're missing so many. What I'll do is, like, I'll try to go level by level, and then, like, if, like, all the ones that I'm missing, I'll just, like, do based on visuals, because, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot to do every single texture in order, in the stages, and, like, you know. Yeah, no. This stream is good background noise while I draw. Nice. Hopefully you're drawing in a better program than Paint.net, because Paint.net probably, I don't know, Paint.net is like better than Paint, like Microsoft Paint in pretty much every way, but it's also not great. It's literally just the thing I use to make transparent backgrounds when I don't want to wait for GIMP to load, which is very ADHD of me, because GIMP doesn't even take that long. Anyway, this texture, I think it looks very, I mean, I'll put it lower than these, because I should put it higher, but I've never liked how it looks. It's just kind of dingy. I don't know why the hell like Peach's basement looks so depressing looking. And I guess this technically is a painting texture, because that's what Shifting Sandland is. Oh my God! You like chase the rabbit here, and you jump into not lethal Shifting Sandland. Whoa, that's so epic. That's so game design of you, Nintendo. Hee blushes epically. Oh, this texture is not interesting, but very weird texture. It's like the Hazy Maze Cave room texture. My throat is... I can feel the urge to cough coming on more and more, and I don't want to cough into the microphone all the time. Realistic Mario could use a lot of contrast. Yeah, this texture, this is like a ship. Like, I always think of it as like, you're in like the bottom area of a ship or something. I don't know what they were going for here. I know this is the poop sewage funny iceberg room. Phrases dreamed up by the utterly deranged. Where would I put this one? If I can find it. That's gonna be the moral of this video, finding the freaking textures. Oh, I forgot the broken bridge. I forgot the broken bridge, guys. The broken bridge. I'll put it here so it lines up, even though I don't even think if it's that good of a texture. I just like the symmetry here. Pirate Clip Studio Paint legally. Yes, pirate the free program. Oh. Yeah, we definitely have repeats here, because, like, this does not appear in other levels, I'm pretty sure. God, you're gonna hear so many voice cracks as a residue of me being sick this stream. Oh. I should put on music in the background, just because, like, I'm getting bored at not hearing anything. Here it is. Here's the texture. Here's the texture, baby. I'm gonna put it... Put it next to the bookshelf. Turn M upside down for weed. Fuck it. We'll turn him upside down. Rotate. Yeah, baby. There we go. Is that another copy of the Booze Mansion railing? It definitely is. You know what? It's because these get all shifted around when you put one in the tier list, which is, like, messing me up. Oh, what stage shall we go to next? I guess we're right next to Hazy Maze. Oh, wait, we didn't rank these bricks. There's so many bricks in this game. Where are you? Fortnite Battle Pass. Here you are. You can go next to... I think it's better than this brick. Because it's a little more... I could go either way. Fool, you've just activated Wumbo mode. Very true. I have. We'll go into Hazy Maze Cave. And there's so many bullshit random textures in here. This is going to be an ordeal, but we will try. I don't even know if I'm going to identify all these correctly. One of them I can identify is this map. So this arrow is actually modeled, which is pretty cool, because it needs to point to different locations. But the map, like, you probably will not use the map ever if you're making a hack, because your levels are going to be different than this thing. You're not going to use this map. Like, unless you're making a Hazy Maze Cave remake, you probably won't use this. And this isn't even a great map, because, like, in another Pan and Coic video, he points out that this is kind of inaccurate. But, I don't know, it's a okay texture, just not one that you would put in a hack. No. Scootilbug. Oh my god, there's more bricks here! The bane of my existence. Oh, at least we found them relatively easily. These bricks can go... I'll put them in okay, because they look okay. God, that's where all the other bricks are. Never mind, I'm not even being different. God, there's so many bricks. Please play the I Love Weird Esoteric Obscure 90s Video Game Inspired Immersive Sims OST playlist. So true. I don't know, I feel like I want to put on music, but at the same time I also want to edit this into a video, and I don't want to have to cut the music. There's probably a way to do this in OBS that isn't stupid, but I don't want to figure that out on stream. Poop around my balls. Alright. Oh, there's like this wall texture. I think this is a big ol' 32 by 64. This is going in middle of the road right next to the other weird gradient one. I'll open it in paint.net for you right now. Wah. I'm making funny noises. What do you say to some funny YTPMV sex? Not YTP. YTP sexer is destroying the brain. Is this even the right one? I can't even tell. There's so many like textures that look alike in Hazy Maze Cave. I did do like a retexture hack once to familiarize myself with Mario 64. Hazy Maze Cave was probably one of the worst levels to do, because there's so many different areas, so many different random textures that all look the same. It's so dumb. But we'll try. We will try. This like red grate thing, I think it actually looks pretty alright. I'll put it above probably the other fences. Where are you? Here we go. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of okay, because like I think if you're making like I don't know, like a scaffolding or something, you could just use this one. But this one, like, I don't know, like, you know what, it can go right next to it. They're about the same, but I don't know, this one just, I don't know why I like it, I just do. And it has like a neat seam thing. Actually, I'll open it in Paint.net so you can see how like one seam is thicker than another seam. And that's actually quite significant because when you loop it, like it won't be like double thickness. Is there a good way for me to show this? Actually, like if I do this, wait, X, V, and then if I go like this, and then like this, like you see, like I don't know if this makes sense, but like they're all the same sort of thickness, the lines, and like they don't. That's why one side has to be less thick, so when the texture loops, it looks good, and it does look good. It looks pretty good in game, even if they don't like connect that well. Like you can see, like the lines don't match up. I think it looks fine. Yeah. And then we're back to the tier list layout. God, we still have so many to do. Oh, we still have so many to do. This is daunting, but we'll persevere. We're only at, oh god, it's already 10 p.m. Because I want to be done this by midnight. No, don't die in Hazy Maze Cave. No, I'm noobing. I noobed. I want to show the side thing. The little leaf thing. I guess I can just put the leaf where I want to. It can go here. It can go right there. When are we gonna get to Metal Mario? I will go to the Metal Mario area, because I think that is genuinely the best looking area in the entire game. Alright, now if I can just do this. Yeah, this side thing. It looks okay, but nothing to write home about. Like, I don't know if you would want to use it in a ROM hack. I think you'd rather just use, like, a wall texture. But if you were using a side thing, you could do worse than this. It looks okay. Aw, shoot, I read it backwards. I don't know what that's referring to. Okay, this is the ground in HMC, and I'm actually going to put this in... I'll put this below the regular grass, because it definitely looks dingy, but that's what it's supposed to look like, and I think it looks decent. It looks like Ocarina of Time grass. And then the wall texture, I think that is this. I'll put it in. You know, I've never taken note of this texture, but it looks alright. It doesn't look good in game. It's stretched to hell here. But it doesn't look bad. I don't know, like it looks okay. Ugh. The thing about Hazy Maze Cave is that there's like so many different areas that like if I just want to like go back to one and the other, it's just gonna be a royal pain in the ass. Now this texture here is this. Where are you? It's very distinctive looking. It's got like, it looks like ice cream with like swirls in it. It looks, it's middle of the road. You're going here. Not terrible, but not good either. Now this is the wall. This is the wall texture. I mean, I guess I can also put it up here. There's no reason why I shouldn't. But I guess I might be rushing through Hazy Maze Cave a little bit. Because, I don't know, it's a boring-ass level. And it is a pain in the ass to navigate. And I don't wanna, because I'm a baby. God, there's a lot of water textures too that I put in the thing. Is it truly a Mish cause stream if he doesn't have 10 tangents before getting to the point? That's so true. The ADHD mind. Life hack for uninteresting streamers. Just blame everything on your mental disorder of choice. And you can never be guilty for anything you ever do. No, I mean, like, I ramble a lot in real life and on stream, but it's just because I have a lot of shit to talk about at all times. I'll go to the Metal Mario area just because it's a cool area. I first tried that somehow. Nostalgia Critics The Wall. Comfortably dug. I love that fucking video by Folding Ideas. Also, fun fact, this is not a painting. This is just a, it looks like a painting, but it has a warp hole object underneath it. Alright. This stone texture that Mario is standing on top of, I think, is amazing. And I had to add this one manually because it's not in decomp. Like when it... I'm gonna put it... I don't think it's S tier, but I think it is incredibly good. Like I think it's good. It's a good S texture. And then where is the one I really want to talk about? Oh, did I not add it? Oh, that's so tragic if I didn't add this texture, because it's a very important texture. Oh. Well, all right. I'll show you what I want to talk about. Okay, there's also stones on like the sides here, but I don't think I added those. So these metal like gems coming out of the ground look incredible. Like, I still think they look cool because they refract light at every angle. And you see there's like tinges of red and there's tinges of green meant to be like the walls and Mario himself. It looks really good. And it's a very simple effect where like the texture is like, I think it's like one little like pixel of it or whatever is like projected onto the surface of like the face that is like angled towards the camera or something, and it does it like dynamic. I forget, like I don't know what the hell the technique is, but it's a very cool looking texture, and I don't know if I added it in here, but I would put it in S tier because it teaches you about this really cool effect. I don't even know if it's environment mapping. It might be, but I think it looks really cool. What's a shit little texture that I could put in S tier? Is it flip? Nah, I don't want to put another texture in there because I'm going to forget it. God, we still have so many to do. We have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What is 12? What is 13 times 14? Google. 182 left. Jesus Christ. We are most likely not... I don't want to not finish this tonight. I don't want to not finish this tonight because I have shit going on tomorrow, and I don't want to just do yet another Mish Cause stream where it is half the stream and then I never finish it like Metroid Dread. Let's just rank some Hazy Maze Cave textures based on how they look, because fuck going back into Hazy Maze Cave, it's a whole ordeal getting back there. This elevator texture, I don't even know why it's in here. It is situational at best. I don't know if you could ever find a good use for this. This texture is a lantern in Hazy Maze Cave. It is... You could probably make a decent looking lantern with it. I don't think it looks very great, but... Well, this texture I have like beef with. So I'm going to actually... You know what? I'm going to go back on my word. I'm going to exit course. And I'm going to... Did I go back to the other layout? Okay, I'm on the right layout. We're flipping over Mario for this again. Because this is serious business. Serious business, guys. This texture... I cannot let the injustices of this texture stand. I must make it known to the world. I'm making this more dramatic than it is. So you see how these flames look actually quite nice. They have like a good like red glow behind them. Let's keep that in mind for the texture I'm about to talk about in this horrible injustice of a level known as Hazy Maze Cave. Fun fact about the Let's Go, you can kind of tell how long the level's gonna load for based on if the Mario voice clip gets cut off or not. So, in Hazy Maze Cave, they have this glow, but they also have, behind them, this texture. And I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they did it. It looks horrible. It doesn't even, like, turn to face the camera. It's not billboarded. It's just at an angle, and it looks horrible. I don't know if it's meant to make the flames look a little greener, but it looks horrid. I don't know if I can show it that well in game, because it's like I'm gonna actually like open Quad 64 or something to show you this texture. Where is Quad 64 on my desktop? And I have to put it in a window capture. Lovely. Oh, looks like a 90s glow-in-the-dark sticker. It definitely does. Placeholder? It might be. What the hell? What ROM am I gonna open in? What legally acquired video game am I gonna open in Quad 64? Let's see. Games. N64. Alright, sure, this one. And window capture, we're adding the funny window capture. Quad. Alright. I'll just make it big as hell so you can see what I'm talking about. So we go to Hazy Maze Cave. I don't know if this is showing up. It's... Yeah, all the flames just have like this garish texture just here. Oh wait, it's not even... Oh my god, they did the stupid thing where they layered two of them on top of one another. Oh, that looks horrid. Let me move this flame. There's so many red flames in this level. Yeah, move this one. Oh, that doesn't... Look at this. Why would they do this? They already had the perfect system with this red glow behind it. Jobs in 1945, jobs in 2023, M64 texture beefing has fallen, West has fallen. Let's hope someone was fired for this blunder. But yeah, my least favorite texture in the game, half the reason why I want to make this fucking tier list, because this texture pisses me off for no reason. It looks horrid. And when I think when I made my like retexture shitty little hack, I literally just like deleted. Like I just replaced this with a transparent image because there's no reason to keep it in the game. Anyway, Quad 64 is a cool little program. I probably should have been using this instead of the game itself, but I figured it would be nicer to, you know, like show you the game with music and stuff. So, yeah, no. But it doesn't even like work because like the music stops when I'm tabbed out, so it just keeps going on and off. Calm down, son, it's just a drawing. So true. But it's a drawing I care about. No, I don't care that much. It's just the worst one in the game. I don't know why it's even in here. I think these are all... Yeah, these are Hazy Maze Cave textures. I'll open this one in Paint.net. Because it's like... It has like a little carnival... I don't know what the hell... It's like a fence thing on it. It's got a thing. Like a... what the hell is this? This thing. You know what it is. I don't have the word for it now, but you know what I'm referring to. It's like a fence, I guess. Like, I don't know why the fence is on a wall. I'm definitely gonna put this like here, because this is like very, like only you would put it in Hazy Maze Cave. This one, I'm gonna go around here. This one can probably go here. And this one is probably here as well. Netting? Yeah, probably netting. I don't know why, but that reminds me of the license plates in GTA 4, which all say Liberty City on them, which just annoys the fuck out of me. Like, also the license plates on the tanker trailers don't say Liberty City. Dang. Okay, I think that might be all the Hazy Maze Cave textures, but I could be wrong because there's like a billion of them. I don't even know where this is from. This one is going in... here, because I don't even know what it is. Mario 64 Iceberg Man doesn't know everything in the game. So epic. I might try to rush through because, like, I do want to get this done in, like, the next hour and a half, which might not be feasible, judging by how many of these we have to do, but I don't want to go past midnight, and I don't want to break this up into two streams. 2. Super Mario Maker 3. I hope Mario Maker 3 comes out someday. That'd be so epic. Or they just actually fucking update Mario Maker 2 more, like they gave MK8 a shit ton of DLC like 5 years later. That'd be awesome. But knowing Nintendo, we'd have to pay for it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. What level shall we go to next? My iceburgers. Good stream. Can the next one be you reading the Bible? I think that'd be great for the channel. I honestly should, because it's a cool book, and not a cool book because it tells you how to, like, own slaves, but I've wanted to read the whole ass thing, and I read, like, a bit of it when I was an edgy teenager, and then I stopped. Anyway, this is Jolly Roger B. Do the texture that looks like bubble wrap. This one? I think this is a rainbow... No, this is a Lethal Lava Land texture. It looks... I don't know, if you're using this for an industrial area, there are a lot of better ones. I don't know, this one's just ugly. God, this one's ugly. Yeah, this one goes down here. Briefly on that topic, the fact that we only got 2 full updates for Mario Maker 2 is generally the most heartbreaking thing. I think COVID might have fucked with things, because I know they had a release schedule that, like the files indicated something, and then, like the actual release date was way later. Alright, Jolly Roger Bay has these mountains. I don't think you should use these. You should just model... No, maybe, I don't know. That's the thing that, like, would be better for a skybox. I'm actually going to go to the textures resource for this and show you some of the skyboxes that Mario 64 has. Good ones. Wait, no, I think it's in the sprites. Yes. Skyboxes, they're actually pretty alright. I think, like, if you're having mountains, you would put that in the skybox, but for a stage like this, where it's like you're supposed to be boxed in by them, it looks okay. A source that I always love to get... Is this cut off on the stream? Nah, you can see it just fine. I always love to get skyboxes from this one Dragon Ball game on the DS. Where the hell is it? This game just has, like, such pretty skyboxes, and they're almost the right size for Mario 64. You only have to scale them down a little bit. Like, this one's really pretty. Like, this one's really nice. This one's probably okay for, like, a city. This one's beautiful. This one I haven't used. And this one, I don't know, it's good if you're on Planet Namek. There's another sidetrack thing that I am getting sidetracked on. Wow, who could have seen this one coming? I spent half the stream walking outside, and the second half with THC overdose. Damn, TikTok cave. Tiny huge cave. Tiny huge island. I know, it's weed. Lol. Lol, smoke weed every day. I had the mental image of me closing this tab and losing all the progress. I probably would have fucking ended the stream. Oh my god, that would have been horrid. Oh lord. Okay, where the hell were we? We were in Jolly Roger Gay. How come SMC4 texture analysis is homey and nice, but Sonic Adventure texture analysis is a categorical mental illness? That's because the Sonic Adventure DX devs were fucking lazy as shit. I think this is the... Oh, this is a stone that I'm right next to. I have never liked this one. I'm going to put it in the middle of the road. Put Mario smoking next to Realistic Mario. Do I even have that on my PC? If I don't, I don't want to add more images because I have so much shit open. Sorry, kidders. I would if I wasn't lazy and taking my sweet ass time with this stream. Oh, you know what? I realized this is gonna be harder to show the underwater textures because Mario's on a fucking time limit underwater. And he moves slow as shit with the metal cap. You know what's cool as hell? In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there's a gold Mario, and I never see anyone use it online. Like, goddamn, he's just pure gold. That is cool. Also, the metal cap lasts so short in this game. That's not grammatically correct. It lasts a short amount of time. You can't even see it that well because of the, like, lighting and stuff. But this texture is the same as the Castle Grounds thing texture. It's very... It's one of those gradients that is meant to move... Like, not move. It's meant to ease one texture into another. And it does that decently, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you... I don't know, if you're using it in a hack, probably just use this one. I'll put this one... Around here? Yeah. Around here. It's alright. Sonic Adventure DX is an example of what the fuck did we do remaster similar to Half-Life, source of the 2014 Grand Theft Auto San Andreas remaster. I mean, it was a relatively early remaster too. Like video game remakes are like there's so fucking many these days. It feels like every other prominent game is a remake, but like back then, it was like on the GameCube. It was only like not that long after the original came out, so I assume it was hard to get it working. And the fact that they got it working is like, you know, like I can't fault them for it. Like a lot of people, like most people probably played it on the GameCube because like, you know, the Dreamcast kind of was a failure, unfortunately, because it's a cool console. I wish I owned one. Anyway, Jolly Roger Bay ship texture. It's like a weird blue wood. It's kind of cool, honestly, but I don't know if you'd use it that much. Like, definitely middle of the road. I'll put it next to this thing that reminds me of a ship, and also we have the window on it. Honestly, not a bad window. Put it next to the other window. Still losing sleep over not getting a good Gen 4 remake. I'm going to, like, you see how much of a loss I am for words, because fuck, dude, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, the more I think about it, the more it pisses me off. It's so fucking bad, but I fucking played it. Well, I got it as a Christmas gift, so I can't say I gave money to Game Freak, but like, fuck, dude, that's our one shot at getting Diamond and Pearl, and they fucking gave it to Ilka! The people who made Pokemon Home! I'm gonna get another tangent. The rest of the stream will be not Scarlet and Violet. That's another game that I have a lot of shit to say about. God, I want to make so many fucking videos, guys. You don't even understand. I want to make so many videos, but I am in Donkey Kong development hell, and it's annoying me because I know I need to make that video. I know I need to do it, and I need to get it done, and I need to stop working on other projects. Like this one. God, there's so many blue textures. All these blue textures are going in the same tier. I don't care. They all look the same to me. Why are there so many? I don't think... Wait, are these all water textures? No, these are not water textures. These definitely look more like... I don't know, like water... This is a water texture. This is like in either the castle or Jolly Roger Bay. I will put this... I'll put all of these water textures in OK, because you probably are going to have to use them in a hack. And they look fine for what they are. I think, like, you could find a better replacement, but you could also just use the normal one, and no one would get mad at you for it. And this one just goes... Some of these might be the exact same. I might have, like, duplicated them by accident. That's on me if I did. I might be stupid. Pokemon Complaints Iceberg. You actually could fill a whole iceberg with them. It's actually insane. It is actually insane. Like, the amount of, like, bullshit we've had to deal with on the Switch life cycle is... It's unprecedented. Like, I know people always say highest grossing media franchise on Earth for Pokemon, which most of it is merchandise sales. Like, remember that. That includes card games, plushes, anything with Pokemon branding on it, which is a lot of fucking shit. The video games make up, like, a fraction of the revenue for Pokemon. But they're, like, come the fuck on, guys. Get it together. Like, I need some motherfucker from Nintendo to march over to Game Freak's building and be like, bro, we're not publishing this shit if you don't fucking clean up your act. Get us a game that is worth $60 and runs decently well on day one without having to patch it. Have fucking Pokemon Home on there day one. Have, you know... it pisses me off. This, I think, is also water. I'm gonna put it here because it looks like shit. I'm actually, like, I'm literally just, like, getting mad at Pokemon for no reason. Not even for no reason, for good reason. But this is not the point of the stream. The point of the stream is to rank stupid 32 by 32 Mario textures in a game that's, like, older than me. Alright, this is sand, guys. Sand is so awesome. Fuck this Goomba. I hate Goombas. I am evil. I am killing all the Goombas genocide route. Where's the last Goomba? Where are they? There's like another triad here. Can you tell I'm going a little insane? There's a coin ring. Oh my god, guys. Mario 64 Iceberg. There's a coin ring in this area. Holy shit. Anyway, where's the fucking sand in this level? I don't even think this is it. But this sand is mid. Mid-ass sand. Mid-piece sand. This is a one-piece level because it has a ship in it, and you know why it's a mid-level? Because it's mid-piece. One-piece, mid-piece. Being a One Piece fan. Did you know that the guy who writes One Piece is a Pokemon fan, and my least favorite Pokemon, Meltan, is in a single panel of One Piece? It's in like a random panel with like a bunch of debris, metal debris in it, which I think is neat that there's a Pokemon in there. That's because Oda, the guy who writes One Piece, loves Pokemon Go. He just plays that shit all the time, apparently. He's like level 40, I think. Taiwan Piece. There's in like opening 15, there's like a part that goes, Taiwan Piece, I'm not gonna sing in Japanese. And I'm watching an Anakin stream. Yes, I'm Anakin Skywalker. You underestimated my power, Miyamoto. Miyamoto, go over to Game Freak's offices and execute Order 66. Alright, this fine texture on the side of the things. I kind of think, I thought it looked like shit, but honestly, doesn't look that bad. It's like algae or whatever. You gotta write the sand texture now. I know, I tried to find it, but there's so many. Oh wait, this fucking texture is where the cobblestones are. And I think it looks good. It's just super zoomed in. I'm gonna actually bring this up on the paint.net layout. Where is it? It's like super thin. It's a skinny legend. James Charles Skinny Legend. I've never watched James Charles, but my sister watched him like years ago before he was publicly. Well, he was always kind of publicly ridiculed, but before he was not socially acceptable to enjoy. Anyway, this texture, it's pretty neat. Cobblestones are cool. Every time I think of cobblestones, I think of this not safe for work joke about nuns that I don't even want to tell on the stream. Anyway, what the hell is it? Oh yeah, speaking of Anakin Skywalker, I remember watching the Star Wars prequels when I was a child, and they were the first, like, I had like a box set, I guess, of all the Star Wars. It was a pirated box set of all the Star Wars movies. Also, the wood that Mario's standing on is... Where the hell is the other woods that I ranked? I can go here. I had like a pirated box set of all the Star Wars movies, and like I guess my parents were like, "Oh yeah, start with Episode 1." I remember watching Episode 1 and being like, "God, this is Star Wars? This fucking sucks." And then, bro, One Piece can end. They really need to cut it out. Why would they cut it now? If it's literally like the arc that is currently going on is incredible. I know people just say like lol, 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 One Piece long, but like it has been consistently high quality for over 25 years. So I'm fine with it not ending because the guy has a story he wants to tell. And anyway, Star Wars. I thought Episode 1 was like not fun as a kid because there was like all these fucking aliens and like this pod racing shit. And yeah, I hated it. And then like I think I watched the like I definitely watched them all as a kid. It was only episodes 1 through 6 because the sequels didn't exist yet, obviously. And then I think I ended up enjoying it, but it just gave me like such like a bad impression of Star Wars. There's probably more textures in this level. Oh wait, no. This level shares textures with Dire Dire Docks, so we'll rank this one. This is like some submarine texture. Honestly, not a bad industrial texture. I'd probably put it... I'll actually put it up here. It's not that bad. And this one's a little more dingy, but That's a good thing if you're trying to make a dingy area. These ones might be 32 by 64 ones because they're a little zoomed in. Or they might just be shit. I've never really actually get into Star Wars for some reason. I mean, they're good movies, I'd say. Like, episodes 4 through 6, they're good movies. They're very, like, standard action movies, but they, like... I guess they kind of, like, started a lot of the tropes that we know from modern action movies. Hi, Pumpkin Volt. I'm rating textures because I have nothing better to do with my life, and I think this is cool, and people would like this, and you're a ROM hacker, and I don't know, I feel like people from the Mario Gens server would love this shit. Oh my god, Mr. Egg DM'd me some fucking funny One Piece image that I'm not going to read right now, because A, I don't want to read it on stream, B, it's a big old spoiler, but it is funny. I don't know, if people from Mario Jams ever would want to voice chat on this shit to help rank textures, I would hella be open to that. But we have a hell of a lot more to do. Why is the HMC map should never be used? Because, Pumpkin, if you're making a ROM hack, why the hell would you ever use this? You're making a custom level, like, why would you want to use the HMC map? Like, ever. This is for, like, if you're making a hack. I've only seen New Hope and Empire, they're good. They are good. Spoil all of One Piece right now. Luffy punches guys. He does that a lot. Okay, where are some dire dicks? I think, no, this is the sand texture. We found the sand. Honestly, I'll put it up here. This is pretty good sand texture. I'm gonna put it here so the bridge doesn't break. It's such a stupid reason, but yeah, honestly, not a bad texture. He will never taste the One Piece. That's true. So Starlin in chat, he actually was in Japan when they were doing the One Piece promotion. I think it might still be going, the One Piece promotion. But yeah, they released the One Piece burger, and it's apparently pretty good. Because, I don't know, Japan actually has, like, super high quality beef. I was watching a video, like everyone knows Wagyu beef, but, like, the whole thing with, like, Japanese beef is that, like, they don't have a lot of land to raise cows on, like the US, Canada, Mexico. Like, other countries have, like, a lot of, like, flat land to raise beef on, because you need a lot of grass to feed them, and Japan just doesn't have that. It's a volcanically made country. I think this is from JRB as well. It's kind of, I don't know, I'm feeling middle of the road with this. Yeah, Japan does not have a lot of grassy areas, so the beef has to be really high quality because there's less area to do it. They just have, like, rice fields and shit. So I don't know, I think that's really interesting that Japan is, like, they don't have a lot of... Blah, blah, blah. I'm just repeating myself. Okay, let's knock out some of the textures on the top, because they've been bothering me for a while. Let's go to Shifting Sandland, because that's the only sand level. Yeah, don't they feed their cows rice? I know what they do with the pigs. I don't know what they feed the cows in Japan to give them that, like, Wagyu beef marbling, but I don't know, they do something. Rather than, they, like, selectively breed them to have, like, intramuscular fat. I don't know, I've never tried Wagyu beef, but, like, every food YouTuber talks about it like it's the greatest thing on earth. I don't have a lot of tolerance for anime tropes, so One Piece always seemed like an issue for me. Yeah, One Piece has the stupid, like, oh my god, the character is a pervert tropes. Oh my god, the, like, fucking, the good guy usually wins, like, by, like, I don't know, One Piece, I fucking love it, but I would not, like, judge you for 1 minute if you did not want to watch it, because it has a lot of stupid tropes, because it does. Also, I've never seen a single fucking person in the Western Hemisphere ever think that the, like, lol sexual assault, like, tropes in anime are ever enjoyable to watch. I don't know why the fuck they keep doing them. Oh, a lot of these are inside the pyramid, which is gonna be a bitch, because, like, you can't exit the pyramid. I died. I noobed. Watch or read. Definitely read, but if you're gonna watch, use One Pace, a fan edit of the anime that cuts down on filler and padding. I made a whole video on it, over a year ago? God, when the hell was that? It was January of 1 year, because I wanted to get it out before December I did. Don't noob into the pit. Alright, let's do this pyramid. Because the pyramid actually looks pretty alright. It's another texture that I think is pretty... Again, the saturation is pretty high, but... I don't know, if you're making a pyramid... No, I'm putting this in middle, because if you're making a pyramid and you use this texture, everyone knows that this is the Shifting Sandland pyramid. Like, I just think of that one Cheesepin hack. It was like one of his first hacks. He was making a slide and did a pyramid and had like just this texture slapped everywhere, and it did not look good. Anime funny moments, sexual harassment. Yeah, I hate that it's literally like no one on Earth this side of the fucking Pacific likes that trope. This texture is probably around the same area as this one. I'll put it above because it's slightly better, I think. I don't know, it looks cool. I would agree with you that Americans don't like, except for that film Paul Blart 2, a family film that has 4-minute-long scene of Paul Blart defending a pervert at a bar who is sexually harassing a woman. Hi, Jenna, my dear sister, while I talk about sexual harassment in anime. What a time for you to join. I've never watched Paul Blart or the sequel. I think my mom has watched Paul Blart 1 when she was like supply teaching and they had to put it on as a movie. I might be like false memorying that shit. But that is a funny false memory to have. Oh, this texture is on the side of like the Tox box area. Did you know that Miyamoto loves the Tox boxes? These like things that pound into the ground. He thinks that they're like the cream of the crop in terms of things he's designed. He's like, cause you can like, oh, you can see, you can see where they're gonna pound down on the ground, and like they have a track. And also like when I was saying you can make like a sidewalk out of these things, this is kind of what I meant. Like you can make a tiled area, and this is like tiled perfectly for the side, for the Tox boxes. This texture. Nope, that's correct. Mom did watch Paul Blart when she was supply teaching at a school. No, wait, this is before she was a supply teacher, I think, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. She watched Paul Blart at some point. Anyway, this texture, while it does go nicely with this one, I have to put it here because it's pretty situational. It's like, oh, it goes into sand, and it's only useful if you're doing like a sandy level. It also looks red in-game. That's because this fog is just colored red. Best way to watch Paul Blart 2 is the Dark Side of the Moon. God. I love how Dark Side of the Moon like syncs with like random movies. That's like always a funny thing. The fog. The fog is coming. I'm gonna head out and continue reading One Piece for the second time. Lore run. Honestly, epic. I've been watching it a second time with my mom. Nintendo. Hi, Mish. Hi, Nintendo. I read your name twice because it's so nice. This is sand. This sand is sandy, and I will put it with the sand that is sandy. Actually, this sand looks like shit. This goes down here. And this, I don't even know if this is sand. This one also looks kind of crappy, but it'll go here. Oh, this cactus is unused, but I think it looks kind of decent, honestly. I think you could pull out like a good... I've seen it used in like, I think it's like in Star Road. Where's the loam textures? Gosh, I don't know, like... Oh, this one's kind of loamy, maybe. I only ever learned the word loamy from Pokemon. There's that YouTuber Imported Cheese, which he does a lot of cool tier lists, which I got this video from, this idea from Stolen Ideas, because he does Pokemon move tier lists. Like, you should use this move, you should never use this one, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he talked about how he learned the word loamy from Pokemon, and I did the same thing when I was a young boy. Also, wait, I guess I should talk about this, too, while we're at it. So you see how this tree has, like, a shadow under it? That's not part of the tree model. That's, like, just on the ground, like, in the level data. So if you're putting trees in your level, you should probably put these, because they look kind of... They look really naked if you don't have a shadow under them. Like, they don't look right. But if you're just making a level without, like, the 2D Mario 64 trees, probably shouldn't use these. So these all go at the bottom. I don't know why there's 3 of these in here, but you get the idea. The tree shadow is auto S tier. Like, it's good for what it is, but it's not like you gotta, like, always use this. Because, like, I don't know, like, how many people are putting trees in their hacks? Like, trees are mostly for aesthetics. Like, you're, like, I don't know, you could do platforming with trees, but it's kind of awkward. A 1-up. I did need a 1-up because I've lost a couple lives skill issuing. Mish, I watched Elf Synced to Dark Side of the Moon, and it kind of fit. Nice. I'm spinning. I can flying. Fuck, Mario Fan 888, the guy who sang 1-2 Oatmeal, has like this. He had like videos on his channel of him like playing random Mario World ROM hacks, and like in one of them, like he tried to like speak English. Like he was like trying to do like a Yoshi voice, and I don't want to like make fun of him because like he's not a native English speaker, but he went, I can flying instead of I can fly, and I've just always thought of it. Like, it's always crossed my mind. Like, I can flying, dude. Anyway, this texture down here, I don't, like... This, I kind of get what they were going for. It's supposed to be, like, I guess, like a reed matte sort of thing. But I don't know, like, I don't know when you would ever want to use this in, like, a hack. Right? Like, it's kind of garish. Some of the textures look like normal textures, and it messes me up. Oh, like normal maps from games. Also, a video you guys should totally watch is Pikmin 3 Model Trivia by Scruffy, who is a really, really fucking cool YouTuber. It could work as a roof. You're actually, you know what? That might actually, I'll bump it up to here because I still think it's kind of middle of the road. Scruffy is a fantastic YouTuber, and this video is what taught me about normal maps. This thing is a normal map, this is a diffuse color, and this... I forget what the hell. I would fuck a Bob-omb. Why is that the... Oh my god. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but... Also, to exploration. This video by Borp is incredible, and I think anyone who likes Mario 64 should probably watch it. Again, this guy is Pan and Kowick's actual, like, real-life brother. He's just, it's a good video. I don't know, I could link it in chat, but y'all can Google things, probably. Back to textures in Shifting Sandland. This thing is okay. I will put it near the reed mat thing. Because, actually here. I don't know, it's an okay tile texture. Matthew Garcia, question mark, question mark, question mark. Probably about the Bob-omb thing, which, yeah, you know what, fair. You know what I hate? If you exit a level in Mario 64, you go back to middle of the castle, which is useful, but if you just want to exit out the painting that you came from... Dude, this is another tangent. I'm gonna get so sidetracked on tangents. There was this... When I was looking for textures to make this tier list template with, there was, like, some random, like, library I downloaded from SMW Central, and they had, like, weird-ass names for the enemies. The fucking thwomps were called Moving Block. Like, what the like, and Goombas were called Mushrooms, but they somehow got Chain Jump right. Anyway, this bar texture is used as, like, the fencing here. It looks alright. You could probably do better. There are better fences. It's not offensive. Somebody has Big Yellow in the recommended. I do have Big Yellow. They are such a good YouTuber. Oh my gosh, I will gush about how good of a YouTuber Big Yellow is, because holy shit, where the fuck is a Big Yellow video? Where are you? Also, my friend made this hack, SPK. He made this fucking hack, and Donkey played it and has 3.3 million views. I'm actually so fucking proud of him. Where's Big Yellow? I'm googling their channel because they always heart my comments, so they fucking like. I'm like, I feel so noticed whenever they heart my comments, because I always comment on their shit. It feels like they're like the same age as me, or around that, and like, it feels like we like grew up in the same fucking household, dude. Like, they're like, I think from Ireland, but like, goddamn, like, our tastes in like, stupid shit, like Pokemon, like, Legos, like, Probably not fighting games. Like, I'm not, like, I still like fighting games. I'm not, like, just super huge into them, like they are. But goddamn Big Yellow is a good YouTuber, and if you like my stuff, you will definitely, like, 1000% like their channel. Mishu, you should read my comments. Whenever you comment on my videos, I most likely do. It's just that, like, I haven't uploaded in forever, which is my fault. Alright. Lethal Lava Land has, like, a boatload of textures, but I think most of them are actually alright. This one I'm standing on is pretty recognizable, and I don't know, it's got like this weird square pattern, but I think I'll put it in okay. I'll put it in okay. Definitely an okay texture. This one has the same problem as the... Where are you? As this thing. Because it like leads into the lava, and it looks... I'll actually put it higher, because I think like, lava is a very common, I guess, trope in ROM hacks. I feel like it's, like, a lot more common than something like sand. I mean, like, sand is very common, but, like, sand using a texture like this isn't, whereas this would be more common, I think. Wait, have I actually commented? Yeah, you've definitely commented on stuff. Like, I might be gaslighting myself. Okay, but did they have an obsession with YTB and VElf? I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, they probably find it funny. They are gay people. They are, I believe, like, non-binary, because they go by, I think, on their Twitter. Yeah, they did a live stream, and they said they went by anything, but they prefer they. But, yeah, they are epic. Did I? Yeah, the lantern's already in here. I was like, God, did I skip over this lantern? Same for this texture. I will put it... Yeah, these can go either way. It's not like it matters. Not like anyone is going to give a shit about this list after this video after this live stream ends. They might, because I do want to do like a highlight edit of this to cut out all the rambling. But I don't know, you guys seem to like rambling. This texture is... I would say... I'll put it at the top of this, because if you, like... Okay, it's not a bad texture, it tells you where you need to go, but I think you should, like... Level design should probably dictate where you need to go rather than a literal arrow. And there are other arrows in this game, like the Bob-omb Battlefield arrow, I would actually put in okay. And the bup thing, how I mentioned it's very good at conveying things. I think it's like, it conveys things without having to put an arrow on it. I don't know, I think I might be biased. This texture is also just, it's a little ugly. It's a little ugly. I just want to say I love the concept of this. We'll have to watch later. Thank you, Skako. This was the bubble wrap texture that someone told me to rate. Also, this bridge has no collision on the underside. I didn't show it that well. Let me do this again. Okay, you saw how I, like, phased through the bottom of it. It's hard to, like, show because Mario just slides off, but it doesn't have any collision. Just more fun Mario 64 factoids and friendies. Friendies? What the fuck am I... the hell am I doing? The legend! Mario Luigi SM64! Oh my god. I love you. I love your videos. You're the best. Hello. Alright, these great textures. This bridge is... I'm gonna put it down here, because it's kind of... you have to use it as one angle. This one I am more forgiving to. I'll put it next to this one. No way. Do we... gotta get to all the Mario jammers in here. This is so epic. Tonight is gonna be epic. Feel like a roller coaster. Tonight is gonna be epic. Alright, back to Hazy. Not Hazy. I don't know why my default is Hazy Maze Cave right now. First I was defaulting Big Boo's Haunt. Now I'm defaulting Hazy Maze Cave. The stream's going off the rails. Mish is going insane. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's the... There's one texture. Give me that one up. I need them. So on this block, there's a yum yum mushroom, and there's this texture, which I think, like, is only good if you're making a flamethrower, right? Like, Like, there's no other time that you're gonna be, like, using this for, like, anything else. Like, it's only usable in this one situation. And, like, the thing is, they have other things like this, like in Rainbow Ride. God, why is there a second one here? In Rainbow Ride, they have these, and they're just, like, separate from the... I'll actually put these... I'm gonna put this up here. Yeah, this is a good, like, flamethrower texture, not just for flamethrowers, like, for anything else that's, like, underneath this. Yeah, like, this... Like, why would you bake it into here when you could just freely move this around? Because, like, you could just choose to move the flamethrower, like, because it's an object. True, otherwise it's a weird hole in a brick wall. Yeah, exactly, like, it's not as splashable. I love using that word, like, you can just splash it onto things. That brick over there, where is it? God, this one sucks. I don't know, it's like a peat brick. These are very similar to me. Hey, where is Mario? Right here. Wow. There was Mario. I hope you enjoyed him. He will now be going away forever. This is so stupid. God, who remembers March 31st, the whole Nintendo bullshit? Anyway, we are going to rank more textures. Can you believe it? The volcano. The volcano texture is kind of... It's dirt. It's next to the dirt texture. These bricks? These are good bricks. Damn, these are good bricks. These are some good ass bricks. March 32, Mario will be tin can. He will. It looks like poop. This does look like poop. God, Goombas look like poop. Ancient symbols of the reference. Poop volcano. It is a poop volcano. I think there's a texture like for the inner lip of the volcano that I'm not gonna jump into because that would require me jumping in the volcano. God, I'm like getting slightly dizzy because I'm still sick and I'm not hydrating as much. I'm gonna hydrate. Y'all can listen to Lethal Lava Land music. I'm so glad I bought into Artificial Scarcity and bought Mario 3D All-Stars. I did too. I was just more excited about the fact that there might be changes to one of my favorite games of all time, and there were like almost none. So fuck me, I guess, but it's the best way to play the Galaxy, so that's something, I guess. This texture, I think this is a Bob-omb Battlefield one, but it's poop dirt as well. We're putting it there. I think this is the inner lip of the volcano. I'll put it a bit higher because it looks decent, but it's another situational one. That where the hell did it go? Just go here. All right, later, y'all. It was fun. See you later, Frank Sriracha. Amazing name, also. Lava texture, honestly, I'll put it here. Lethal Lava Land is doing pretty good in textures. Actually, I don't even know if this one's from Lethal Lava Land. This one might be from like the Wing Cap or something. And this one's from Rainbow Ride, but good texture. Good 32x32 texture. I have no complaints with it. Let's see. I think this is also Lethal Lava. Like, there's so many textures in this level, it's insane. Like, because all the different platforms, like, look pretty visually distinct from one another. And, like, I like that, but it's also hell. But it's not as hellish as Hazy Maze Cave, because we can just walk anywhere. I need to go get coins for health. Oh, this texture down here is like... This is a Bob-omb Battlefield-ass texture. I'm gonna... This one... It gives me similar vibes as this one here, but I can't, in good faith, rate it that low, so I'm gonna put it here. SSL Pyramid Stone Brick texture is far too low. It's a decent texture, but the thing is, if you're using this in a hack, it's so, like, everyone will know it's a vanilla texture. Like, it's instant. Nintendo would localize Mother 3, but sell it as an NFT 10 years later, after most people have already forgotten NFTs exist. God, that is the most painful fucking sentence I might have ever read, because it's there's a kernel of truth to it, and it scares me. God, that sentence is scarier than, like, any fucking horror movie I've seen in the last 10 years, dude. I haven't even seen that many horror movies. But, God. I want to see fucking Nope. I saw that one movie where, like, they make clones of people and they, like, do debauchery and crime, and it's so... This is one of the first brick textures that I'm not too keen on. It will go next to the one that is the same thing but on fire. Higher than it because it's less situational, but I don't like it that much. I like your Pikmin video. If only I ever made a Pikmin video, that would be epic. Why the fuck do I have this texture? It's the side of the volcano. It's the same as this thing. I don't even want to drag it into paint.net. It's the same as this thing, but just like orange. But I don't have the one that goes with it. I'm gonna jump in the volcano. Mario's going to Belize. I like your true crime podcast about the horrors of iCarly. I would be a true crime podcaster in another life. I ate that shit up. Even though it's like, I don't know if ethical is the word, but like, it's literally just like, oh, we're talking about other people's extreme suffering. Woohoo! But I enjoy that shit too much. I love listening to creepy shit. It's just, it's always been a guilty pleasure of mine. This one goes here. Self-explanatory. Inside of the volcano. I can't even find that. We're getting through these. I think we can get the rest of these done in an hour. This one goes... I don't know, I feel like it's way more situational than the... Where the hell is the other cobblestones? I don't know where the hell they are. It's so zoomed in. But, like this thing. Have you seen Wendigoon's True Crime Iceberg? I've seen, I think, all of Wendigoon's icebergs. They're very enjoyable. And I love, like, I will gush about Wendigoon for a minute. Like, every other iceberg creator, like, and I don't fault them for this, because they are just doing what they know is successful, kind of tries to, like, go the whole, like, route of, like, making, like, the creepy editing, the, like, dark stuff, whatever. Wendigoon, he sits in front of a camera with a Hawaiian shirt, and he's just being himself. He's not trying to put on a show, and that just makes it, like, more unique and enjoyable, and I really like it. So I'm a big Wendigoon fan. And he also he does research on so many fucking topics that I would not have the balls to ever research. This texture is okay. I'm putting it here. That'd be the funniest shit if someone made a true crime parody about iCarly and put it on Spotify and everyone thought it was real. I mean, you probably could find actual crimes that Dan Schneider has committed because he's weird. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think a lot of it would be public. I know. Okay, like. The actress who played Sam, Janet McCurdy, released a book relatively recently called I'm Glad... I have to look it up. We're pausing for another tangent. Janet McCurdy book. I'm Glad My Mom Died. Yeah, last year she released this. I think she talked about, like, mental health. Like, I remember coworkers talking about this. I don't know, it's probably a good book, and, like, I know she hasn't, like, been super, like, active in the public eye. I don't think she was in the iCarly remake. So, I've never read it, but probably check it out. It probably talks about some of the shit regarding, like, her time at Nick, because I don't think it was particularly good. Like, I don't know. I'm not very informed on the situation. I just know Dan Schneider's a piece of shit. And Nickelodeon literally, like, let him go, like, in, like after he had, like, done, like, a bunch of successful sitcoms for them. But again, I know a lot of information is not public. Big tangent aside, this texture is whatever. It goes here. Oh, golly me. Like, there's so many, like, just randomly, like, stone textures. I'm actually going to put this one highly. I think this one's pretty good. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Did Dan Schneider work on Better Call Saul? I hope not, because that's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Oh, it's because of the feet shit. No, that's all Bob Odenkirk. Probably because he got caught on Instagram, liking feet pictures and following feet pages. That is a real thing, and people are like okay, people like joked about it because like Bob's not doing it to minors, which is one thing, but like and like, you know, it's like just following people on Instagram. That's like significantly less creepy. But like Bob thought he was like apparently getting canceled or something, so he like deleted his Instagram. It's something like that. I don't go on Instagram that much. Instagram's just a meme app for me. Anyway, more dirt textures. Wow. This one is bullshit. Bullshit. I don't know why the fuck would you ever want to use this. This one's from Bob-omb Battlefield. This one is okay. This is like the definition of okay. Middle of okay. This is like the inside of the igloo. If you're making like an icy cave, I could see it being alright. Honestly. The other blue one is also... I've always thought this one's actually ugly. Like, this is an ice texture, but ice doesn't look like this. This looks like... Yeah, this one's just ugly to me. Like you could try to use it, but it's just gross. This grate is great. Stone. This might have been outside castle. It is all right. I don't know why this one's just low. I just have a dislike for it for no reason. Think you'll do a follow up on SM64 DS textures? Probably not, because I think that game has just genuinely way better art direction. That was like kind of not the start of like the modern Mario look, but it definitely like was a big part of it. And I don't know, it's an important game, no doubt, for how Mario looks today. Like it, but I don't know, like it has way better texture, like art direction, and I don't think it'd be as interesting because like this game you get the good, the bad, and the ugly. In like more modern games, it's like most of them just look fine, right? Like, if we're gonna continue the crystal streams, those were cozy. I should, but they're fucking. There's so much grinding. It's just walking up and down, waiting for the Typhlosion to level up in the daycare, and then like the thing is, the plan for this to finish the run is this is the Big Boo's Haunt thing. I'm putting this down here. The plan to finish the run is have Haunter use hypnosis on like all the boss battles and like with the X accuracy so it never misses, and then like kill them while the enemies are sleeping. But you gotta like I realized after like the game is more than just boss battles, and so like I don't like I could just have Typhlosion outspeed everything, but all it takes is one quick attack to send me back like 8 hours or whatever, because like, you know, like the whole rule is that I save after every boss fight. But I don't know. The point is it's a lot of effort, and I don't want to fucking do it, bro. There's so many other things I need to do. This texture sucks. Like, holy shit, what is this? Down here? Could probably... No, I'm gonna put this here. This is ugly. This one's ugly as sin. God. And this one. This is in Rainbow Ride. I'm gonna... Do I want to go to Rainbow Ride right now? Because Rainbow Ride is kind of like a hodgepodge of different platforms and stuff. But I think it actually looks decent in this game. What texture even is that? I think it might be like in Wet Dry World or something. Like in this level, because this is the negative emotional... I did not mean to jump into it. Well, we're doing this level. And this level shares this fun fact, it shares a bunch of textures with Whomp's Fortress for some reason. So I guess while we're doing that, we'll do this level. This texture is ugly as sin. I do not like it. I'm putting... Where the hell are you? It's near the bottom because Whomp's Fortress is WF. And W's near the bottom. You could probably use... Is this even the same one? It's like an angle. No, God, it loops so badly in game. No, it's ugly. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. Alright, these bricks. They're also ugly. God. Not ugly God. That's a... He's a... Is he a streamer? He's like an Instagram personality, I think. Better than this. No, they're... I'll put it at the top. It's not good, but It's not offensive. It's not middle of the road. Brown bricks? And there's... Where the heck? A lot of the textures are like sandwiched in downtown. I don't want to go to the downtown area. Whoa! I love Mario when he breaks all his bones after falling 2 inches. Come on, Mario, jump! No, he needs milk. Yeah, this texture... This feels like a very Mario 64 texture. It's ugly. It's not the worst. I'm gonna say discouraged to use it because what would you even like put this on? What even is this? Like, no, it's not that good. Also, yeah, these textures are loaded in Wet Dry World, but they're also, yeah, Tiny Huge Island uses these textures too, which is why they're all. It's weird. It's a weird hodgepodge. Wet Dry World really does feel like a mess. This texture gives me a negative emotional aura. Yeah, this is the brain diagram, guys. Whoa, holy shit, the brain diagram, the boner diagram. You can see Wario's penis! Can I do the funny trick? No, wait, is it? I gotta do Mario Chem because this level's balls. Yeah, baby! We did it! We didn't have to use the cannon. Alright, we'll go downtown and show all the... Oh wait, does this even have all the downtown textures like the fucking Ocarina of Time doors? Oh, you could hear the splash of things loading in. This level looks so bad it makes you feel sad. Bars. Honestly, bars. This is the section of the Iceberg video where I rambled about Wet Dry World and they had the epic Mario Paint music. Yeah, I don't think... I don't think this has all the, like... It doesn't have this window texture, I'm pretty sure. The window texture, if it was here, would be around the bottom, because I don't... Like, what even is this? I always read this as, like, it's a cannon poking out of, like, a hole, like a pirate ship, you know? But, like... I don't know, because... I guess because there's water all around here, but holy shit, this looks horrible on this house. Like, you never realize how bad these look until you, like, inspect it. Oh, here, I can show you guys a funny little thing. Okay, wait, where's the Mario? Vanish, cap, render. So you see this render from Mario 64, right? Of him going through like a wall, you think, oh, like it's cool, like Mario's like all, you know, does this show up on the stream? It does, alright. Because it's on like the right, and the game cuts, like, look at this. You can just go through this wall with the vanish cap. Like, I never knew this. I thought you had to go around, and that's the whole challenge of getting to this part. I never fucking knew this. And, like, no other, like other walls don't do this. It's only this wall. Like, I don't know why. It's like, I know why they did this, to, like, to have this render be real, but it's like, what? Like, there's no indication you could do this. Hi, Big Yellow. I don't know, it's cool to me. Anyway, speaking of things that are cool, not cool, this texture? This fucking texture. I hate this one. Like, what is... Like, it's, like, kind of like concrete with, like, chunks in it or whatever. But it just looks so bad to me. Like, this one goes here. I've never liked this one. Like, yeah, it's the emotional aura. No fucking way. Where was that on the iceberg? I don't know. Like, maybe it's common knowledge. Maybe I'm just stupid. But yeah, I never knew this. But, alright, I'm being negative with this emotional aura. There is a diamond in the rough, and that is this great texture. Are you ready? Our second top tier. Look how good it is. It's so good. I gotta bring it up into paint.net for the ultimate showing of how good it is. Because this texture is so good that they reused it in Mario Galaxy 2, I believe. And I gotta find this. Because this was hard to Google for me. I need to fucking find this. I'll find it in Discord because I sent it from me. I have to turn off streamer mode so I can search my own fucking username. Galaxy. I definitely sent this in here. Yes. Alright, this is the tweet from... It wasn't from Super Mario Bros. That's why I was having trouble finding it. But let me go over to this layout. You can clearly... Like, it's the same texture from Mario 64. It's just a good-ass texture. They cleaned it up a little bit, but it's the same one. It's just that good. This texture is great. It is great. It's the greatest great that ever graded. And like the reason I'm gushing about it is because like it gives off the illusion of depth so well. Like you can see like the like bars or whatever, they intersect in a very like satisfying way. They're all lit very well. Like and here's the best part. You rotate it. How do I do this in Paint? You rotate it 45 degrees, and that's the selection. I need to rotate the actual thing. Oh, that looks horrid. But I'm literally going to go to where it is rotated. Blue Aura reference. Very true. We're on a more pleasant level, even though it uses the same dog shit textures. You rotate it 45 degrees, and it's a perfect chain link fence. And it actually looks good when it's cut off at the top. No other texture can compare. This is like the go-to fence texture. I love it so much. This is also half the reason I wanted to make this tier list, to gush about this texture, and to gush about this one. My two most loved and most hated textures in the game. I'm gonna put it above Bup. It's actually that good. It's actually that good, and I'm not even on the fucking right layout. Been a while since I did that. Bilinear bitmap interpolation on low-res images. Very true. The difference between texture file and how it looks when applied is actually pretty amazing. Yeah, I know. It's just a good texture. And like this is my like Michelin star. Like you know how the Michelin star system was invented so that like it was by the Michelin company to make people fucking use tires, because their whole thing was like, if it has 3 Michelin stars, if it has a single Michelin star, you should consider making a detour to go eat at that restaurant. If it has like 2 Michelin stars, I forget what it is, but if it's 3 Michelin stars, you should plan a trip just to eat at that restaurant. This is my 3 Michelin star. Like, you should use this texture so much. Even Nintendo used it so much, like, because how good it is. Good ass texture. A+. S+. Travel guides. Alright. Whomp's Fortress grass. This grass is... Where is the other grass? It's grass. It is what it is. I actually go back to this side area where you can see the, like, grass with the dirt with the grass on the top. It's not bad. Where is it? It will go next to these things, which have the same sort of thing going on. But again, grass levels are very common in ROM hacks, and you can like stretch out a grass image pretty much any way, and it'll look fine when it's like paired with this thing, because like grass is like pretty, you know, it's grass. It's not like not high res. I don't know what the words for it. Piranha plant flowers. Now these, they've always looked like shit because they're like octagonal boxes, but they couldn't really do much better on the N64, and it's still hard in Mario 64 hacks to make like good looking low poly flowers. Like for my last serious like symbol flips competition hack, I tried to make a field of flowers, and it's hard. It's hard. You have to like, I was like fighting with Blender for like multiple weeks trying to get like individual little flowers to work, and it just doesn't, it's not easy. Anyway, so for that reason, if you're making a flower bed in a ROM hack, I think it's okay. Like, you'd be forgiven for using these. as a flower bed. I don't think I actually will rank this significantly lower because you can just like make like kind of like the top half of a sphere with this texture and it'll look good. You don't need this side part, really. I want to see a patch of flowers planted in an octagon like that for IRL. I mean, people with gardens probably could do it. Like, I don't know, my mom has a garden, but it's more like naturalized. It's not like super like rigid on the edges, but you probably could if you were like motivated enough. I don't know, gardening is really cool. If it was like instant, if you could just plant plants and they instantly grew, I would be like such a gardener, but they take many months to actually grow, and sometimes like it takes like a year for them to like, you know, actually look good because you buy them in like the spring and then they like are a baby little. I'm getting on a tangent about fucking gardening. That's not a thing gamers do. We don't go outside. We gotta talk about fake grass, like in video games. Like this. What am I doing? Alright, I think this is literally the same texture. Yeah, this is literally the same one. I'm not even putting this on the tier list. This texture is okay. I'm putting it right next to this one. I feel the same about them. Reminds me of Peach Gardens DS. Oh yeah, Peach Gardens it's a good ass garden. There's so many of these railings. Like they're all pretty decent railings. Like don't get me wrong, but they're not. This fence is in Whomp's Fortress, as you can see. But I don't know. I'll put it near the top of the fences. It's not bad. I'll put it next to this one. I feel the same way. I don't know why the hell I put two of these here as well. We talk about N64 trees in AAA $60 Pokemon games, not real trees. Oh, Pokemon trees. I'm gonna get on a sad, mad tangent about Pokemon again. You can't do this to me, chat. You know how passionate I am about this stupid fucking series that I've played since I was a goddamn like 8-year-old, and it's so shit now. And it's like the fucking fan bootlickers are just like, play a different game. Like, yeah, I do play different games, but fucking, I wish Pokemon was also good. Like, you know, like, why can't both things be true? I don't even know what these perks are from. Pokemon trees peaked at the one tree you could surf in Black and White 2. I don't even know about that shit, but that's funny. I love the trees in Fire Red and Leaf Green that look like muscle men. Fire Red trees. Look at this. I love that this comes up exactly when I Google it. They look like buff guys with like tiny little legs just standing there, and I can never unsee it. Fire Red tree shadow. This one might not come up, but damn, this doesn't. Wait. Pokemon Fire Red. Fire Red. Pokemon. And I promise after this we go back to textures. But this tree here, this tree in the corner is a horribly. God, these images suck. Because these are YouTube thumbnails. Okay, Spider's Resource, we're good. We're going into the paint.net layout, actually. We're going off the grid. The back of this tree, like, don't you think it kind of looks like the back of Shadow the Hedgehog's head? It kind of does, doesn't it? I don't know, like, I saw an image, I think it might have been like a Twitter image or something, so it probably was a while ago, but it does look like, Shadow the Hedgehog back of head. Why is Google not Googling? I'm pressing enter and it's not. Hue shift it? I don't know, like, it totally looks like Shadow's head. Let me... Yeah. There's no... Anyway. Stupid. That is the stupidest tangent I've gone on, but it's funny, so it doesn't matter. Back to your regularly scheduled texture tier list mental breakdown. Where the hell were we? We're just ranking whatever. Woke. It looks like the back sprite from the Sonic 3 special stages. Oh my god, it does. They need to bring back the Sonic 3 special stages, dude. Like, the Sonic 2 ones get brought back in every game. Sonic 3 ones, I liked Blue Sphere because I can actually fucking beat them. Blue Sphere is easy as hell and I like it. I don't know, what the fuck is this one? Goes in the mid. This one goes in the mid. This one is kind of ugly, so it'll go lower in mid. No, wait, this is just the JRB rocks. I already did this one. Put all the repeats at the bottom. Blue Spheres is the best. Sonic 2 Half-Pipe sucks. I mean, it's not that bad, especially in the Origins collection where it's like actually 3D. Origins is also somewhat of a cash grab, but it's a good cash grab, and it's worth. I'd say it's worth money. Maybe not like full price money, but it's a Sonic game, so they go on sale. God, I don't even know what this can go here. That's about as good as I'm feeling for that texture. This one can go here. Blue balls. It did say get blue balls in the beta of Sonic 3, apparently. Did I? I did. Yeah, I ranked this thing. This can go at the bottom. This is a wood texture from like Rainbow Ride. I should go into Rainbow Ride because there are a bunch of textures there. Oh, there's a bunch of textures in every level, but I think some of them are unique to Rainbow Ride. Maybe. I might be bullshitting. Except for CD, I couldn't get that to work. I didn't get Origins, I played the fan-made widescreen versions of all the games. Except for CD. CD is definitely the weakest of the classic quadology, in my opinion. Like, it has good ideas, it has a few good zones, but for the most part, it's kind of whatever. It feels like Sonic 1.5. It feels like Sonic 0.5, you know? Anyway, CD was always, like, it was available on PC for, like, 10 years before Origins anyway, so, like, you just buy it on Steam. It goes on sale for, like, $2 regularly. So, speaking of Rainbow Ride, how do you feel about the rainbow texture? Honestly, it's a good texture, but, like, when would you use this in a hack? If you're making a rainbow level, which is, like, not... How many people do that? Like, it's a good texture. Like, it's like, easier to use this than just making something yourself in, like, Paint or GIMP or whatever. Like, it's a good gradient. I like it. But I don't know how useful it would really be. So that's my rating for it. Pretty much middle of mid. I think CD is my personal favorite, and that's me just because I was able to play it on Steam, not through an emulator. That makes sense. I mean, it's always fun to just actually play a game and not have to deal with emulator shenanigans for like 20 million years. Like, you know, like, the thing with like PC games for me is like, I don't even know if my PC would be able to run Street Fighter 6 at a like reasonable frame rate enough for me to stream it, but like sometimes I just want to buy a fucking game and like not fuck around and worry about settings or like any other shit. Like, I just want to play it. And I know people are like, oh, console fans are like baby dumb idiots. But like, you know what? I like, having no setup is a nice quality of life thing. And if there's an option to buy a game on Switch, I probably will buy it on there. If it's not on PC. Or if it is on PC. Because I play my Switch like every fucking day. And also the monitor I have connected to my Switch is just bigger than my PC. Which, again, is a very solvable issue, but... Actually, you know what? Let's do TikTok Clock, because that level has a ton of unique textures. I can't side flip, I'm Axo. That's so mean, that was like 2 years ago. They're better now. They recovered. They can side flip. Alright, so the metal grate that Mario's standing on. Honestly, not that good of a grate. Where the heck is it? This grate is not that great. It'll go next to this one. This is like the Vanish Cap grate. I really want Pizza Tower and Anton when that comes out. Pizza Tower is phenomenal if you buy any game on Steam in this, like... I don't know if it's going to go on sale, because it's like less than half a year old, but if you have a spare like $20, I think it's $20 USD, it's genuinely like a 10 out of 10 platformer. This fence is offensive, because it's just... Oh, it's already here. Never mind. God, there's so many grates. So many greats. Yeah, Anton Blast also looks good, and they gave me the game early, so I'm obligated to say it's cool. This texture is... I'm gonna... here. It's like on the Bullet Blaster Bill in Whomp's Fortress. And I don't know when you would use this, but maybe. That's why it's not in Discouraged. It has a niche. Recommend trying out the new demo for Anton Blast. Oh yeah, there is a demo out. The thing is, I never played any of the demos for Pizza Tower, like, other than the first one, and did I do the Sage one? I don't remember, but there were a bunch of, like, random demos, and I never played them, and I still loved Pizza Tower, so maybe Anton Blast will, like, be incredible if I just never play the demos. Who knows? Because then, like, I'll like, the thing is, if I play the Anton Blast demos, I might just be like, oh, that changed, oh, this changed, oh, that changed, in, like, every... I'm getting sidetracked again! Wow! We did it, Reddit! We sidetracked Mish cause for the billionth time. These boxes on the wall are kind of weird looking, and I don't really like them that much. The texture is also, like, aligned weirdly, but you could find a use for it. I think a lot of the TikTok clock textures are gonna go in here, because, like this, like, the textures in here work for, like, the context of you're inside a giant clock. And again, unless you're, like, making a remake of TikTok clock or reimagining, I don't know how useful these would be. Like, if you're making a mechanical level, I think there are definitely better industrial sort of textures, like this texture up here. On that sub, let's go to an area with more textures that I can pull from. A lot of people don't like TikTok clock. I actually think it's a pretty fun level, but I'm also a Mario 64 fan, as opposed to a person who played Mario 64 when they were 8 and never played it again. This box will be a little better. I don't know, you could find a use for it. It'll go next to the window. I think the texture is really too high quality. I don't know which one that's referring to. There's a lot of them that are kind of like that. Oh, the wood on the what the hell do you call these things? The pendulums. This wood's kind of... God, I'm gonna put this in Discouraged. It's kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put it next to this wood-looking thing. Stay up till 4 a.m. to finish this because it's Friday night. Yeah, but okay, my mom has people coming over tomorrow, and I gotta, like, be up and, like, helping her with shit. And also I gotta... What the hell do I have to do? I have D&D tomorrow night, and I don't want to fucking, like, die. I don't know what... This is, like, an object texture. This is for, like, This is for the pendulums and these boxes, so, like, you wouldn't... I'm not even gonna rank this. You wouldn't use this as a Piranha Plant texture. I hate this brick texture, also. This goes here. This is a Whomp's Fortress one. Tock clock wall texture. Oh, the texture... Yeah, it is a little odd, I guess. These are... God, what are these? There's so many... They all look, like, alike. This is, like... No, this is the side of the platform Mario is standing on. And I don't think it's that bad. It'll go here. You could make it look good. It actually looks decent in-game. This is... Where the heck is it? This is the platform Mario is standing on, like, the floor. I don't know, like, it doesn't even look that good in TikTok clock. I don't think you maybe could find... But the thing is, you could just make this in Paint or something. You could feasibly do this. What is Mr. Egg saying me on Discord? He sent me a Peter Griffin video. I'm not watching that right now, Egg. I'll watch it at some other point, maybe. This, like, Lego texture, I've never liked it that much, but... Yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't... It'll go... Round here. Round there is good. I don't know if these could be ranked higher than the fucking blue bullshit textures and the Hazy Maze Cave. Yeah, they're better than that. God, TikTok clock has so much. This is like the side of the conveyor belts that's an object. I don't even know what the hell this is. God, more bricks. This one's actually decent. Can go here. Around here. Yeah, here. There's good. This tier is boring as hell. Yeah, it is boring as hell. It's only for people who are like ultra super duper into Mario 64. This is a brown brick from Whomp's Fortress. I'm putting it in mid. I'm a Whomp's Fortress texture hater apparently. It can go here. Like next to its brother in this tier. Why is Toad the absolute best? How do I kill you? Because it conveys to the player that they're gonna step on some funny shit. You know? Love me some brown bricks. God, how many of these do we have left? We're getting through it. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines left. We're gonna do this, guys. And with the power of hydration, you too can stream for... How long have we been going? 3 hours and 12 minutes and 58 seconds. Alright, Lego texture. I hate you. Mario creepypasta called I hate you. That is not a good... Falling down the tower! That moon in the bottom is kind of chilling. It is kind of chilling. These are the secret slide, funny slide, the Germany slide. I don't know why I said Germany. The secret funny slide that you go down in tall slide, tall mountain, hazy slide, cave slide, hour-long slide that you slide down. That's 3 areas. How did I fucking manage a triple jump out of that? This texture on top of the cogs is like this one. It's not good. You could use it, but it's not good. Wasn't the I hate you creepypasta made as a joke? There's one Mario World creepypasta that's like semi-competent, and then one that's a joke. The one with the like I think it's just the one called Mario is the semi-competent one. It's not good, but it exists. So I'm gonna go here. This one can go here. It's the same league as this one. Slide for slide, you slide down and up a slide. What is bro waffling on about? I don't even know at this point, dude. The moon is also like the divider between like the textures that that are repeats or not, or ones that I'm not gonna like. Everything past this moon is not gonna be in the tier list. Speaking of which, this cog is just like on all these like boxes and stuff. You know what TikTok clock looks like. I'm not your mommy. I don't need to tell you what a cog looks like, little young chat members. Joopy is playing Pizza Tower. My good friend Joopy on Discord and also other Actually, no, I only talk to her on Discord. Because I don't have no Twitter. Are there any other unique textures here? I mean, I guess... I literally don't even know what this is. I'm not even going to rank it because I don't know what it is. Ain't shit, ain't real cube. Which creepypasta Mario? Alright, we're going to just blaze through these. I think these are Tall Mountain. This one's okay. This one's... mid. This one's bad. I don't like it. This one is... oversaturated, jeez. This one is another interior crocodile alligator. Oh, it's literally the same as here. Yeah, okay, this one is a repeat. This one's a repeat. This Lego can go where the other Lego went. Tree. I think this could get use. I'll put it up here. Not great, but pretty good. This window... I don't even know what fucking level this is in. Now this can go next to the other windows. I don't even know where the other windows are. They're here. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. This is Peach's secret penis slide texture. Where's the carpet texture? It's not above average, but it's okay. This one is just like flat with like a few lines on it. I don't like it. It's not horrible. I wouldn't discourage you from using it, but I don't think it's good. There's so many bricks. So many grates. You'll never be him. You'll never be him. Great. My great-great-grandma is very great. I don't even have a great-great-grandma. This was the same. These are two of the same textures. It's a repeat. This is a repeat. Pretty sure this is a repeat. Repeat. I'm gonna die in this level so we can go check out another. It's a funny story. The other day I was playing a diamond randomizer and the starters were Shroomish, Skiploom, and fucking Groudon. But Groudon only had Mudshot and couldn't hit the Starly at the start. That's fucking hilarious. That's actually so funny. Oh, there's no Bowser textures. I just realized there's no... Like, there's this, which is I know is from Bowser, but there's not the, like, Goomber, like, in the one with the... Oh, whatever. That's a sad loss, but we can't get them all. Bowser textures are generally pretty good. That's all I'll say. That's like in like any game where you can have Reggie Rock or any of the Reggies that aren't Reggie Gigas as the starter, and like if they just know Explosion at level 1, which is so fucking funny. Okay, have we already gone over this rock texture? Probably. I think it looks more yellow in this stage. Oh yeah, I have to go to this monstrosity. I'm just gonna preemptively put it in discourage. Like, it looks horrid in game. Ugh. Like, even in the context you're supposed to see it in, it does not look good. I don't know, we got 15 minutes-ish left. Oh, if only background input was enabled, I could, like, ride the carpet while doing this. Alright, brick goes here. Whatever the hell this is goes here. This can go here with the other TikTok clock ones. This, I'll put it down here next to the slide thing. What the hell is this even? This goes here. This is like a thing, the Wiggler area, I think. Go here. This actually looks somewhat decent. I'll put it up here. Put it near the Big Boo's Haunt things. I actually put it as the divider because I think it looks prettier. There's a repeat. This is ugly. I don't like it. Alright, back to video game. Also the rainbow. It actually looks quite nice in game. Who are you? I don't even know! I'm a guy who made one mildly popular YouTube video, and people know me for that. I'm Mish, creator of the Mario 64 Iceberg, and also this Mario 64 tier list. I subbed to you a long time ago. Damn. Well, I guess I just explained who I am. You might have subbed to me from the video about Wario and how he's in Melee. What I would do if I put him in Melee. And also iCarly. Anyway, this texture looks horrid in-game. It doesn't look much better here. Also, the UV mapping on this thing is fucked up on all but one side. I don't know what they did. Oh, is the not Donkey Kong Country? You'll be happy to know that I've been working on a sequel to that, but it's been in development hell for like forever. This Bowser texture is pretty good. It has lights on it. Like, the lighting on here is where the crystals would be in the stage, so it is situational. I think it does look pretty good. Put it above these things. Put it above some of the greats. Honestly, you're better than this one. Why are you rating textures? I don't know, I just thought it'd be a funny idea. And people seem to like it. I don't know, like, just talking about random shit for couple hours as background noise. I literally don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna put it in here. This is from the Vanish Cap stage. It looks okay. Put it near this. Have you seen the mob tier list? I don't think so. For the longest time, I didn't know that Mish made the iceberg trend. It's still insane that that's a real thing. This texture is pretty decent, like, little noise texture. Now rate textures by fuckability. I mean, like, Like, I mean, okay, Toad has to be at the top. And Lava probably near the bottom. Oh, this thing. This thing moves up. Oh my god, what am I doing? Why did I indulge this? The cactus goes to the bottom. This thing's still at the bottom. This thing's horrible. These guys, I don't trust any of them. I think this is like from the Bowser state. Like this is like a weird, a specular texture. Not specular. It's meant to like make like a thing look like an ice crystal. I think if it's not, it's like part of a submarine or part of Bowser. I don't know what the fuck it is. It goes in the middle. I mean that wood panel. What you want to get splinters? This is a repeat. This is the original. This goes next to this. This bridge, it's not as good of a color as this one, but I still would put it... yeah, I can go there. It's Dory's eye. That is not Dory's eye. If it's Dory's eye, I'm gonna shit myself. Everything I said like 3 hours ago about this checkerboard. Where is it? Where's the Rainbow Ride checkerboard? Where the fuck did I put it? I think I rated it decently high. I don't know where the hell I put it. It should be easy to find. It's not like it's a... There, I put it there. These both go here. Wario's obviously at the top. Yeah, the Wario texture that exists in this game. Because Wario is real. God, we have 10 minutes left before midnight. Can we get it done? Can we do it? Maybe. We only have... This is a repeat. I'm just saying this is a repeat. This is a okay texture. I'll put it near the grasses. It like looks like cheese. This is a repeat. God, this moon is doing so much heavy lifting. Not doing this. Not doing this. Not doing this. I think we did this already. Did this. Did that. Okay, we did a lot of these actually. Like, a lot of these, we can just move to the repeat section and not worry about. We did this. This is an object texture. Oh, wait, I'm like, moving these. Okay. We can do this. We only have, like, 2 rows left, basically. This is, like, a vine texture, I think, in Rainbow Ride. Or in Mario Wings Over the Rainbow. Not good. I'll put it at here with like the environmental effects. Mish will stop existing at midnight. I will. This is in fucking Tall Mountain. And it looks horrid. I hate how like cartoonish these look. Bad texture. Second worst in the game maybe. Repeat. Already did this. Wood. I think this is... We might have already done this wood. No, oh, yeah, we did. This is the exact same wood. Alright. This thing looks okay. Honestly, I put it next to the other square things. Good streams idea, yeek. I need to play another JRPG that is Persona 4, which Starlin and Return to Base have wanted me to play forever. This is a sign object. I don't know why the hell I put it in here, but if you're making a sign in a ROM hack, you could just use the sign object, but if you really need it on a wall, you could use this. It conveys things decently well. This texture goes here. I don't care. This texture, I don't like it. It's very plain looking. But, actually, wait, no, did I already rate something similar to this as a industrial texture? It's too late to go back. It doesn't matter. We're past the point of return. I've only played 1 hour of Persona 4. Damn. It might have been Return to Base who's telling me to play Persona 4. But like also fucking it's actually insane. I have one of my other online friends is well, you're not online. You are a real life friend, a real life privilege. And one of my online friends is named Aiden. He's a huge Persona 4 fan. He loves it. So I gotta play that for him too. Did we already do this one? We did. Bricks, these are from the wing cap area. I think they're okay, but they're not as good as these bricks, like by a long shot. But they're still alright. I'll put them here. This stone texture, I feel like we already did, but at this point, I don't know how many. Can you make Kato 2? Oh my god. I think did I unlist that video? It might not even be real anymore. I think we did this. These are good bricks. I might have put yeah, these are the top tier bricks. So nice they put them twice. They look how beautifully they loop. This is an object texture. This is a horrible texture. This is, well, it's not horrible. It's just like, it's part of a light in the secret slide. I'll actually, let's, one last stage, because it's on the top floor of the castle. We can just look at it real quick. This might be hard to show without like an infinite jump code. Oh no, you can see them here. You can see them here. They actually look quite good in the slide level they're supposed to, but I feel like it would be hard to use this in another level. But pretty... You know what? It's niche, so we'll put it here. No, I still think I discouraged you to use it, because the resolution on like these parts are pretty small. And like even in-game, you don't see the left side of the texture that much. Like you just see the main part of it, which is like it's a quarter of a texture, or half of a texture, so it's lower res. We're back, holy hell, we're only at slide. No, we're almost done. Everything in front of this moon is all we have left. Everything else here is like a repeat. This wood texture, I don't even know if it's wood, but it goes here. This wood texture is actually alright. I'm gonna put it in, I'll put it in okay, next to the grass, so we have some visual variance. Another brick / wood texture, it can go next to its brother. This thing, I don't like this one. There's not enough contrast in it, I think, for it to be a good... it could be a decent industrial texture. It can go right here. This one is like a Whomp's Fortress brick. Not a big fan of Whomp's Fortress textures in this iceberg, but it's better than some of the other ones, so it can go here. This, is it like a transparent texture? I don't know. I don't care that much. Discouraged. And all these guys, I'm sorry to say, I don't know how the fuck you would ever use these. This is a sour note to end on, but I'll put the yellow smiley a bit higher because he's funny. Now, you know, these are both funny. God, the moon just has such a nice little face. I don't want to be mean to him. God, it's so cute. Why is this moon so cute? No, I can't in good conscience put it up here. I'll put it next to these vines. I feel like that's Glagland. And then the star. I think the star could convey that you're going to find a star, but I've never seen anyone use these well. And yeah, okay, we beat the clock 3 minutes before midnight. What song should we fucking play? We'll play this as an outro song, because it's a... Wait, no. Secret outro. Secret outro. Pizza. Secret ending Pizza Tower. Sure. We'll play this. Pizza Tower. You're gonna link the image after, yeah? Oh shit, how do I... Oh wait, yes, that's a good idea. I should download this image. I love tier list. SM64, textures. A description. 200 plus textures for SM64. Download image. Wait, what's the difference between download image and save on this page? No, Firefox, don't fucking crash, please. My image. Alright, yeah, that's a good idea, because I was just gonna, like, close the tab. Holy shit, I might have been a dumbass if I did that. An actual idiot. Texture tier list. I guess I'll upload it to, like, Imager or something. Oh, it saves the tier list, and you can fuck with it later. Alright, that's epic. And then... God, we actually beat the clock on midnight. Where's the last thing in the playlist? I know it's at the very end. Secret hop and outro. So yeah, I'll upload it. Actually, fuck it. Imgur.com. New post. Drop images here. Bruh, you actually have to drag and drop. Whatever, I'll do it. I'll do it. We'll do it live. Oh my god, my fucking throat hurts. Alright. You're supposed to unique title. Bunch of SM64 textures in a tier list. Epic. I think, yeah, I guess the link should work. And it'll be in the description of... Oh god, I have to full screen this to edit, because YouTube is a functional website. Description, this. Save. Alright, it's 12 AM. Thank you all for joining me on this journey of ranking all these textures. I had fun with it even if it was a bit rushed. And thank you all for joining me again. I do want to make a highlight video of this, but I don't know when that'll come out. But yeah, we'll meet again someday, y'all. I'll work on the Donkey Kong video, but I also want to work on this because I need a fucking break from that because it's been in development hell forever. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you next time. A voice crack to end the night. That's so awesome. Bye.